I could tell.
Like a coiled spring.
Something else. Like a tightly wound string. I've just got it all tonight on my desk. But a cup of coffee I've just made, and a bottle of water for me fucking hydrate spam I'll be getting. And I've poured a White Russian for pleasure and for whiskey business channel emoji. Which is not good when it's like 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning doing some Hades and people are like, drink whiskey! It's like, no, I'll give you an IOU.
Well, I'm currently eating spicy Cajun pork chops.
Mmm.
And some spicy fries
Oh.
and some beans.
Mmm.
Got a bit wet with it.
Yeah, of course.
Washing it down with
Oh god, oh no, I swear I get concerned. Wine, Andrew, wine!
2 bottles
Oh
already
no.
opened red wine.
Oh, why? Why do you do it?
Not only is it red,
It's stale.
it's awful. It's so vinegary. I poured it in, it's like brown. It looked like Benadryl.
Oh god. I had Halvor and Cora turned up at my house on Sunday. Got a cryptic message of what's your address? We have a present for you. I was like, oh.
It's us.
Oh. So yeah, I actually saw Lindsay in the flesh, albeit she didn't get out the car, so I saw her through the car window, but we waved frantically and excitedly at each other. And it was a bottle of mead. I was like, oh, that's very kind of you, thank you, a very nice looking mead. Despite all the things I'm into, I'd never actually had mead before. So I say to him, oh, I think I'll have that tonight for me session. And I pour it out. And the interesting thing was, smelling it, it smelled like... See, I'm not a wine drinker, so as I'm sure you can imagine, me having wine in was pretty much a case of, oh, I'm making spag bol for a date. It says it needs red wine. Oh, there's a load of bottles under it. Oh, good Laura left some red wine, or Mossy or someone. And like open it. Oh, it's already open. And you'd pour it out, and yeah, like you said, it just smells like vinegar or something like that. It's like 4 years old. It smelled like that, but it tasted spectacular. I was just like, this shit is amazing. Drank almost all the bottle that night while I'm on my Tomb of Annihilation game, and I'm thinking, my God, do you know, I mean, I know I keep saying it, but I've obviously lost this weight, and God, the alcohol's hitting me stronger because mead's just like beer, isn't it? And I'm feeling dead lightweight. I look at it, no, 19%. I'm like, fuck. Just drank the whole thing. Absolutely slaughtered me.
See, the mistake you made was that in D&D, when somebody else, oh, can I have a tankard of mead? You're like, no, it's just like a beer then. It is not.
I text Halvor like, this shit ain't weak. he said like, yeah, I did think when you said you were drinking the whole thing tonight, did you intend to get hammered? It's like, I didn't intend to. But Monday morning in work, I said, shh. Yes, I will help you, but quietly.
Speaking of the pan, hello there, young man.
Oh, is he with us? Oh yeah, I have streamer mode on, so I have no pings.
Alright then. I should probably close some stuff down.
How are Halvor and Cora? Can't hear you if you're speaking. Oh yeah, Halvor has a sexy new headset, doesn't he? So
Did he get a birthday headset?
He did.
Happy birthday the other day,
I
pal.
imagine that was like birthday eve. Lindsay was like, shit on the internet.
Not true. This is a well-planned headset, I'll have you know.
He's been asking for it for ages.
Broke very conveniently 3 weeks before his birthday, so there was time to choose the one that he wanted.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, let's hear it.
Hello.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh!
I might have to turn you up a little bit. Speak once more, Halvor.
This is me speaking once
Oh,
more.
wow.
Wow.
That is so clear and beautiful. DM, now that Halvor has a much better microphone, can I suggest that we start the campaign again so we get that better sound quality?
I don't know if Halvor told you, Cora, but when I was talking to him on the doorstep, I did talk about my next campaign, saying, "Do you reckon Lindsay be up for doing another one?" He's like, "I don't think she would." A long experience.
Admittedly, had I known that this would have been quite such a long campaign, I might have considered joining later, perhaps.
Oh, it's been a little bit too much fun for you, has it?
It's just so bloody long.
I reckon we've got 3-4 months left.
I was told 6 months. You lie.
Yeah. I'll try to temper your expectations. Probably about 6 months.
This time next year, nearly done.
No.
Nearly done.
I'm so used to it now, though. I'm so
Good.
On a Tuesday night, I am Cora, and that's just the way it goes.
You say you wouldn't have joined if it was so long. When this finishes, the next Tuesday after this campaign finishes, you and Halvor are going to break up because you're going to realize that there's nothing else to do.
I mean,
this campaign was the glue.
It's literally half the duration of our relationship. We've been playing this campaign now. That's not even a joke.
Wow. I mean, to be fair, I probably wouldn't hang around with Harrison as much if I wasn't stuck in this campaign.
Yeah, you would.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, I've told Halvor my next campaign is going to be quite a bit more light-hearted. It's like, great.
I don't know.
What child or person do I love is going to die today? Well, Halvor, can I suggest that with your lovely new headset, you tell us what happened last week?
Last week, we...
Oh, wow, so clear. So clear!
Oh, I'm not going to be able to speak the entire
No,
time.
go on.
We spent some more time with Exavanta. We tried to do as little physical anything as possible so that we could have a nice resting downtime, which eventually was the case. We got some nice books that we made efforts to read and, in some cases, transcribe into other means. And then Bartandalus decided he wants to steal/kill Exathanta via the phylactery, which sounds like it's going to go terribly for all of us.
Yeah. That sounds like a good recap. Sounds about right.
This splash art really looks like it's straight out of Morrowind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it does.
DM, when you said that it's going to be another 6 months, did that account for the fact that we're going to get killed tonight because Barty's just going to completely wipe us out?
Well, you said you were both going, so Barty and Ez will get killed. You guys
Alright, fair enough.
You guys will sled down the mountain or ride Rhymefang down the mountain.
We'll be done in 2 weeks then if he's not here.
So well, I mean, you'll be done this week if you actually join me. So if you want to get out,
the only escape is death. Other big news before we start. Halvor, have you just seen that Jeff Kaplan has announced he is leaving Blizzard?
I had not, but having said that, it's been a long time since I've touched anything Blizzard related.
Overwatch 2 must be in trouble.
I mean,
Rest
it was a
with
1.5 game at
Jeff.
best, really.
Yeah, it was. So, we are in the library.
The library.
Amber Temple. Bartandalus had just returned to the room, having tried to dash and find.
I thought we'd long rested. We have long
I think
rested.
you long rested at some point in the session, in the night. Everybody else has applied it. Had you just not done it?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying how could I have just walked in the room if we've had a long rest?
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the last thing that happened in the session was you getting back in here.
Okay. Are we gonna just add in the long rest later, unless I decide to do something? I'm not going to be doing anything crazy that will not allow us to have a long rest anyway.
I mean, you already applied it to you, didn't you? Yeah. So
yeah.
The night has passed. or a
Okay.
period of time has passed, and you all awaken. Except Cora, who is back in Death House and level 3 and must start the campaign again. And as you're sort of coming to, or in fact, whoever's asleep hears the sound of the hidden door opening, and Exafanta comes in and just sort of stops up short for a second and looks around you all. May I assist you?
I was curious. I kind of like say like waking up and like rolling my shoulders a little bit. Still comfy in this chair. The layout of this temple. I've just lost something.
It's fine. Cora's push talk's not working, but I'm just going to restart it.
And he sort of holds a mummified hand up to sort of stop you. Who are you to be here in my library?
We met some hours ago. We were talking, then you had to leave us momentarily. That was a while ago.
Your names?
And I look around at the other ones and go,
My name is Halvor.
You have a clear, strong voice.
like silk.
Nobody would ever call me Silk Whisper because my voice is so thick and booming.
Oh, bear with me 1 second.
Oh,
my
you
dad's
did have the long rest because Halvor had the dream. And what brings you here, Halvor?
We have been seeking knowledge on many a subject. Thankfully, you have helped us in seeking much of it.
One of the things that we were really looking for was the way to maybe bring back one of my friends that had been taken by a demon. His body had been inhabited.
Ah. Possession. Yes, I remember this.
You said there might be a way to get him back. I don't suppose you found anything yet.
You are Cora.
Indeed, I am.
Yes, I remember this much. I will search for a book for you to this end. But I fear you may be left disappointed. Mage begins to comb through books on the shelf.
You're my only hope. Anything that you can offer would be greatly appreciated.
What was the book that he gave Cora? The Amber? Was that not the one that he was looking for?
What, the ones that you gave before?
Didn't he give you a book or something at the end of the session? The DM sent it to you?
I don't think.
I provided her with 2 books.
Session?
I gave her the Rituals and Rites Most Sacred and the Fall of the Thanes, which she has transcribed throughout the night
that wasn't...
into her notes.
Oh, I thought there was something else at the end of the session. Maybe not. Maybe I'm
He
talking about...
provided you all with the Ritual of Amber.
Mm.
That was the big book. Well, the item of great significance.
Mm. Okay. Yes, I was asking the layout of this temple seems to be somewhat mirrored, very symmetrical. Only from our wanderings, we can't seem to find a way into whatever's beyond that wall. We know that your own study, you invited us in there yesterday, is through that private entrance. Is there something beyond that wall? And I'll point over there.
Very astute, but not entirely correct. There is indeed structure beyond those walls, but it is not gained entry from here. It is gained entry from the eastern balconies.
Is there a similar secret passage like that in the room with the statue?
The room that used to have a statue. It was smashed some decades ago.
What lies beyond there, if I might ask? Presuming it is not forbidden.
It is not forbidden, but you would find it difficult to gain entry. It is a place of holding for some of the entities that dwell here.
More of the vaults?
Indeed. And some of those who attempted to delve into them and were unsuccessful.
Yeah, thank you.
And your name, forgive me, I recall Cora's, but I'm unsure of yours.
It's Bartram Poe.
Bartram Poe. Very good. And he just returns to looking at the shelf, sort of pulling volumes off and muttering under his breath. And Cora, you just see occasionally just flits of magic and energy coming off his hand. He seems to be passing his hands over the books. He doesn't even seem to be... He's kind of casting books aside, and you can hear him muttering they're not the one, but you can see he's not even opening them or looking through them. He just seems to be knowing what's in them when he picks them up.
Can I help in your search? Do you know what you're looking for?
Your sentiments and offers are appreciated, but you would likely be more hindrance than help in this regard.
If there's anything I can get for you, let me know.
Indeed I will. And yeah, he heads off and sort of busies himself. Everyone notices as well, anyone who looks would notice that Halvor's shield looks quite a bit different.
Shiny.
Different how?
It is more resplendent. The dragon motifs on the front are larger and more elaborate. The shield looks sturdier, but actually feels a little lighter for you, Halvor.
That reminds me, we've just woken up and I totally forgot I had this incredible dream.
So your dream, Halvor.
Oh, you don't want to be bothered by it. No one likes listening to other people's dreams.
Then why the hell did you tell us about it?
I'm just kidding, it was super interesting. At first, it was like I was surrounded by a crackling storm and it felt overbearing, overwhelming, and that I was going to fly right into the heart of it and be consumed. I felt a great fear upon me. But after a time, I passed through the storm. And there I soar over the clouds, through the clearness of the sky, and I felt a great warmth inside me. And I could tell that it was... well, I had the great feeling that it was the right decision to not enter into any kind of dark deal. I think that Argynvost is by my side now. I know he told you to be wary of me, because it seemed there was a darkness upon me, but I think that this is what he was referring to, and that I made the right decision.
That certainly seems some wise advice, Halvor.
Everybody looked about Handless.
Cora
I just
says, funny you should mention Argynvost.
I'm glad for you, Halvor. I know that it was a definite weight that you carried. I'm glad that it's finally been lifted.
Now, if only I could feel my strength return to me in full. Now that would be a real weight lifted.
Don't walk before you can run, Halvor.
Feels like I've been weakened for months now.
Weeks in game.
And yet, it is only weeks.
When my campaign is over, Halvor, I will tell you what you could have won.
Oh, that's just mean. You should never tell him.
No, I'm looking forward to it.
At first I was tempted to tell him earlier, just so whenever he fails to do anything, and he realises, but it would have put him over failures. But then I thought, no, that'll just wind him up so much.
And you didn't want to do that?
I believe this tome may be of some assistance to you.
Ooh.
He hands a tome just called Accepting Your Friend is Dead. No. I don't have an item for it, but it is a book on exorcism rituals, driving demonic hosts out of bodies without immediately killing the displaced individual.
Could have done with this before we actually killed the individual before.
Well, he's back alive again. We just don't know where he is.
Alive, in air quotes.
Yeah, definitely air quotes.
I mean, as alive as he was before.
True.
Yeah, I suppose.
Thank you so much. I don't suppose you would happen to know another way out of this place, where he could have gone.
Is your friend you speak of?
Yes,
If
he was
he
here with
left,
us.
He would only be able to head back down the Solenka.
And there's no way to escape from within these walls? To go back to a different place, perhaps?
How do you mean?
I tried to find him, but my instincts tell me he's far away from this place now.
Your instincts? What do you mean by this?
Magic.
Yes, I understood that, but what magic is it?
It's a way for me to locate objects, for me to tell where they are.
The name of the spell, girl. Do you
Locate
think I do
object.
not know such parlor tricks. God, his voice is killing me today.
I attempted to locate him and the objects around him, the clothes he was wearing. They weren't found within 1,000 feet of this place.
1,000 feet indeed. That will not take you far. A mere kilometer. He may have
Further
only
than I would have
had-
expected him to travel in the time period he had.
And where else would he be going except back down to the valley?
He wanted to escape this plane. He seemed convinced that was possible here.
Perhaps he has disturbed one of the Dark Ones, and now acts with their blessing.
If they disturbed one of them, could they take him back to where we came from?
Not directly, but certainly indirectly.
DM.
Yes.
There are other than. Okay. Yeah. The door to Tenebrous. Tenebrous's vault was opened, weren't it? We didn't open it.
Correct. It was closed, and then a time later, it was open.
Okay, who else was in that thing? It was the seductive lady, Tenebrous.
Shami Amore and was it Tarakmedes? Let me just head down and check. I think it was Tarakmedes. Other map. It was Tarakmedes of a Grave Worm.
But none of those were actually destroyed, were they? They were still just there floating around.
Yeah, so he's made a deal with them, but they've not. He's not fulfilled it.
Anything else, Bot Handlers? I wasn't sure if that was like a prelude to your question.
No. I will.
Okay.
I'll do some. I'll chat with Tenebrous shortly.
Okay.
I'm hopeful from your information that my friend is still near then.
Still within Barovia, I imagine, yes.
In that case, I won't give up hope.
Unless the Dark Lord has seen fit to grant him passage.
Is that the only way out of Barovia?
By the will of the Dark Lord, yes. The current Dark Lord is an old acquaintance of mine, a Strahd von Zarovich.
Do you mean to imply that there have been previous Dark Lords?
Not here, but the work of the Amber Enclave was to identify and seal away the entities that could grant such tremendous power.
You say an old acquaintance of yours. Do you no longer consider him a friend?
He has not been to see me in many, many years, but once we were firm friends.
You're not opposed to him, though.
I simply accept that is a friendship that has served its purpose. I wish him no ill will, but I owe him no allegiance. We simply chose different paths.
Do you believe that his existence here is helping this land?
That is a complex question. It depends what are your priorities. He preserves the existence of this plane and therefore this otherworldly collection of knowledge that surrounds us. He sort of gestures around him.
So if he were not here, you believe this would all disappear?
I could not say, it has never come to pass.
But it was
do not
here
know what
before
would
him.
occur.
Surely it would persist after him.
How much do you know, girl, of how this place was made?
Very little, but I'm happy to learn.
You actually know quite a lot, Cora.
I know, but I want him to tell me.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Make me a deception check with advantage.
Oh, nice.
You're lying, I can tell. Prepare to die.
No!
Strahd, in his jealousy and insecurity and avarice, entered into a pact of blood with Vampire. It required terrible blood price. And Strahd, who had convinced himself was of his word and was good and just, had always been a troubled, flawed man. Vampire saw and latched onto that.
How do you feel about the fact that he made a deal with one of these dark beings? I assume that by living here, you aim to continue the work of the monks before you.
Monks,
They're not monks? Knights? What were they?
do not mistake
The Amber Enclave, whatever they were.
They were wizards. Do not mistake their dedication to this place for altruism. I came long after they had fallen. Yes, they contained the dark powers, but they sought to utilize them. They
You
found
don't seek the
themselves
same, though.
overwhelmed. I do not.
Do you seek to protect this land from them?
I seek to protect and preserve the knowledge of the library.
Do you agree with their philosophy that they should be contained?
You ask many deep questions. Get to the question that it all leads to. What is the end point of this line of questioning?
I'm just interested to know your motives. You certainly seem to have helped us this far, and you certainly seem like a good being. I want to make sure that your motives are as just as they seem.
And if they are not?
Everybody has their own motivation, but it would certainly potentially alter my perception of you, perhaps, and the information you give me.
A most distressing thought.
Distressing but honest.
I have no requirement or inclination to lie to you. What would it serve me? What could you hope to do to me?
Likewise, I don't hope to deceive you. I'm quite aware that your powers are way beyond mine.
You are wise, then.
I just hope to be able to use the information that you give me and want to do so with the knowledge that you mean as well.
I am sure that if you find your friend, that book shall be useful. And I recall now that You have transcribed other books relating to the Wood's witches, and I wish you well in that endeavour as well. But I will not involve myself in them.
That's understandable. Your work is here.
Indeed. Does your time here draw to a close now? He looks across you all. If you have found the knowledge which you seek.
I think there's still more that we must do in the temple, and before we head back down, I would like to spend a little more time transcribing one of the spells that you provided me yesterday for a tiny hut. I believe it will help us.
I remember that spell, yes.
Likewise, I would like to transcribe some of this book you've now provided me with.
Then you may remain. As long as you require, so long as you continue to respect the rules of the temple.
And with that, I'm going to stand up and kind of make a point of taking the scroll and putting it on the chair and say, I need to speak with Nethron as well. If you'll excuse me, I'll be back shortly.
Would you like some company, Barty?
No, you carry on transcribing. It'll be fine.
It seems a dangerous place
Barty.
to be alone.
Barty is an unusual nickname.
Well, my name's
for a
Bartran.
Bertram.
Bartran Ho Barty.
Ha 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 ha.
Haha, that's why I said it.
And I'll stand up and nod my head, and I'll be back shortly. Don't worry. And as I'm heading out, I'm going to fish out a copper wire from my pocket, DM,
Yep.
and I am going to cast a message to Halvor. Oh, is this actually locked here now?
Oh, no, you've headed down to the next map.
Oh, sorry. I'll head back up so you can. I'm gonna head round to Exathanta's chamber again.
Okay, I will move you when you appear back on the map.
It's not letting me move back up on the map, so
God
I'm
damn
just
it.
stuck in it. I'm just stuck in a stairwell for the rest of the campaign.
You're not even on that stairwell. Where the hell's your token?
I'm on Amber Temple 1 copy, apparently.
Oh, now that's concerning. I
I
copied
can't see anything.
okay, let me just...
So is that linked up to something wrong then?
No, I made a copy of the Amber Temple maps for my Foundry video because I had to set them all back up to how they used to be, but I didn't want to then have to unset them all up to reflect what you were all up to. So there you are on the map again.
Okay.
You want to go around, I will move you. You want to go around back to...
Excellent. Yeah, so I'm going to kind of creep along the wall up towards Santa's chamber.
There we go. Yeah, but you're sending a message as you go.
I'm going to wait till I get a little bit closer around. Okay, there we go. I'm finally on. Just checking the door is still open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I will get out my wire and I will send a message to Halvor and say, I want to see how he gets in to this room. If you've all finished with him, say his name. I'm going to come next to this desk and crouch down. Do you know what? I'll even go one step further. And I will cast Enlarge Reduce. I'll cast Oh, actually, have I got it prepped? I might not have for a second. Might be talking shit. I will not cast that. Okay, I'm just going to crouch down. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to presume, given that he is a lich and has seemingly no eyes, he clearly sees without sight. So, would it be a stretch to presume that? Do you know? I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself, even though I know mechanically you can probably see through it. I wouldn't necessarily know that.
Okay.
So I will burn invisibility, which. Bear with me. So I'm just sending that message to Halvor to say Exanta's name. I'm going to see if I can find out how to get into this room.
Okay, so tuck your invisibility off.
Yeah, I am. 1 second. Use target for rolling. Okay, target myself. Cool.
Halvor and Cora, you see Exophanta's head just sort of turn to that wall for a moment, like he's just sort of noticed something.
Is all well?
His head just sort of turned in that direction for a moment, like he just heard or saw something. Please excuse me a moment.
Of course, Exothanta will be right here.
I just have to... He looks right at you, Bartandalis. What is it you are hoping to do? Why do you seek to deceive? He sort of rubs his temple for a moment. Why are you seeking to deceive? Are you seeking to steal something? Have I not been accommodating to you?
No, Exothanta. Not at all. You okay? Are you okay, Exothanta? Nice step forward.
Yes, I just need to yes, no.
Is there anything I can help you with?
No, leave me. I just need. And he sort of feels like rifling through sort of absent-mindedly the things on his desk, and his head just sort of twitches and sort of grabs it a bit migrainey. No, get out. Need to go, need to forget. What are Cora and Halvor doing after Exophanta's walked out?
Cora has popped over to the door and was peeking through to see whether she could see what was going on.
Out. Get out, both of you now, please. Immediately. Out with you. Of course, Cora, you can't see Bartandalis. You just see Exophanta talking to himself. And he just waves his hand dismissively towards you, Cora. Out.
What's the matter? Please, allow me to help you.
It's your last chance. Get out now.
This might be the end.
Halvor, he's in there with him. He's creeped round and he's stuck in there with him.
I know, it was him who sent the message. Bart sent the message to, remember?
Yeah, I know, but I don't know that.
I think he's trying to see where he hides his, himself away.
Well, he's not going to find out. He's in there alone with him.
He has ways of getting out of sticky situations.
Shall we sit here and wait?
I'm not sure there's much else we can do. It'll take us like 5 minutes to get around to that level.
He got himself in this position, I suppose.
Sure. Exitante will forget shortly anyway.
Only if he resets his own memory from what we believe.
I have no time for this.
Did we hear that?
No, not through the closed door. The stone door is slammed shut. He goes over to the wall and will turn at the door, and you see his eyes fix on you, Bartandalis. His eyes look quite different. Not like changing colour or anything, there's just a sharpness to them. And he forces his hand out in your direction. Twists it from left to right. Okay, below your counter spell. And as you do, he goes, ha! And his right hand comes up, and he will counterspell you, counterspelling him. And then he is
counterspell.
Yeah, and then he is going to cast on you Blight.
Blight.
Yes.
Okay.
So you just feel the... Well, let's see if it actually hits first. Is it going to does it force the save on you? Doesn't seem to have made the...
It has now. Bartelos fails.
So you take
Oh!
39 necrotic damage. Yeah.
I am. Hold on it. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not visible anymore. I'm visible now with counterspell.
Yeah. So you just feel just moisture. I imagine it being a bit almost bloodbendy. Just your vitality is just ripped out of you. And although I'm not forcing the prone status on you, but I imagine you crumple a little bit with just the sheer power of that. And then he turns to the door and make me a perception check, Bartandalis.
DC?
16. Sorry, no, 12.
Thank God.
You just hear a low, frantic... By the grace of the ever-living one, Tenebris, grant me passage. And he steps in and immediately... That was by the grace of the ever-living one.
I've got it. I've already got it. Oh yeah, I'm on it.
So yeah, you are fooked. Cora and Halvor, you would have both heard the
I will try again to open the door into his study.
Yeah, make me athletics. I think we said it was 20 last time.
I will grip hold of my my holy symbol.
You. Halvor, we've got to get in there.
And I'm kind of push myself off the floor, like kind of stagger a little bit backwards and hand on the chair and take out my copper wire.
I don't think he's got time.
That looks weird. The way that spell's worked, I can see, but it's giving you 20 HP. But if you look at to me, that comes up with 10 plus minus 20. It still ended you up at 30. That just seems really weird. I can see you were on 10, weren't you? So it's worked. It just comes through very unusually looking.
Yeah, it's weird
Okay,
syntax.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I will take my copper wire. I've got it. I found out how to get inside.
I reply in my head, then get out of there.
And then as I'm kind of staggering out, take the copper wire. Yeah, I'm way ahead of you.
Cora, it seems like he got what he wanted. He's coming back.
It didn't sound like it went well, though. I think he's hurt.
You couldn't hit him.
Oh, shit.
It's a spell.
From how angry he was, I imagine that he hurt him.
I'm imagining Cora leaning over like the person trying to geg in on the phone call. Like her ears to Halvor's ear.
No, I thought that we could have maybe heard stuff through the wall, but we probably wouldn't have done.
No, not through a foot of stone.
Um,
Where are you? I'll drag you through.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would say, even after topping himself up a little bit, Halvor
blood.
looks like he's been up about 6 or 7 days. He looks really, really sallow, very, very bloodshot eyes, and that horrible, scummy white stuff on his lips. He's had all campaign.
Oh, why didn't you mention it at the beginning? I've had it on my lips all this time.
Yeah. That's why Anya never wanted to kiss you.
She did more than kiss when we were fading to black.
So, it went well then.
Well, I mean,
I can clearly see.
a lich told me to leave and I didn't, and I'm still here, so I'm gonna mark that down in the win column.
Wow, that's a low bar.
You didn't even fight with him, and look at the state you're in. Come on, this is not a fight for you.
I'm trying to do everything I can not to fight him. I found a way into his little chamber, but as soon as he walked in that room, he saw me straight away. So I imagine there's all sorts of wards. I don't imagine necessarily getting in there is going to be easy.
Please drop this. He's been nothing but good to us.
What of it? He's helped us out. What of it? Doesn't make him a good person. He's not a person. You know, he's a lich.
Something is only good and evil on the basis of their actions.
Yeah.
We've seen no actions that would make him anything other than good. Why would you assume otherwise?
I don't know enough about it, but I know the things that you have to do to become a lich. They're pretty much the worst things that you can do, Cora.
Like destroying something, like killing something?
Yeah.
Like you're planning on doing?
And I hold my hands up. I go, there you go. You compare me to one of the most, I guess, evil creatures that walk the lands. I guess that's all I am to you. Just another person that's, what? I don't know. You can kill as much as you want and it's fine, because you think you're good and you're altruistic. But if I decide that I think we should kill something that's evil, what, because he's helped you and found a buck for you, that's suddenly fine? What about the Nothic creatures downstairs that we killed? They were...
They fired the first arrows. They attack first.
Ah, okay. Okay.
If something attacks us, we defend ourselves. If something acts in a way which is clearly wrong, then we put that right. We don't go looking for fights that are not ours.
That's all we've done. That's all we've done since we got here. You don't think we picked a fight with Strahd?
Strahd brought us here. He picked the fight.
No. This suddenly became personal once he killed Irina. Didn't lift a finger to you, though.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Well, not until we tried to defend Irina, because that was what was right. Strahd hadn't done anything to us, but we thought what he was doing to Irina was wrong. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. We had someone that had shown us no wrong, and someone attacked them. So we defended them.
Didn't do anything to you or me, though. So Exothant hasn't done anything to me or you, but he's done things to other people. So that makes him inherently evil, Cora.
I could say the same thing about you. Do you remember that vampire when we were
I could
passing
say the
Barovia?
same thing about myself, Cora. I've never claimed to be anything otherwise. I don't think I'm a good person, Cora.
So we should fight with you?
That's not my decision. That's up to you. I'm trying to do everything I can to not be the person that you're currently trying to make out I am.
Then don't make this fight yours.
Well, I am doing. But I'm not making it yours. If you don't want to be a part of it, you don't have to be. Simple as that.
I'm not just going to let you do something that I believe to be wrong, Barty.
And what are you gonna do?
It's not as simple as not letting you do something. We are entwined. You saw the Taraka reading, and whether you think it's hocus pocus magic or not, it is clear that our destinies lie together. We're not ready to lose you yet.
We're with you for a reason, Barty. Maybe it's to stop you making a bad choice.
I presume we hear the door opening.
You do.
Then suddenly... The atmosphere is so tense!
Cora,
Hello.
it is most good of you to visit upon me again. And your companions.
It's good to see you too.
How have you been? It has been some time, yes.
A little, not so long.
It's a pleasure to see you again. You were saying you were going to go and look for something for us. I think you said it might take some time to find, though. I believe you called it the Ritual of Amber. You said you were going to go and find a book for us. Do I roll a deception with advantage? Because I'm not sure whether he's... I don't know how it works with lying to him directly.
Just make a deception check. You are most fortunate, Bertie. I believe I've been looking at that very ritual only recently. So in fact, it is only here on the return shelf. And he goes and picks up the large, heavy tome and brings it over. May it serve you well, but please understand it may not be removed from the library.
It's interesting how your memory works, the things you remember and the things you don't.
Well, when you've been alive as long as I have, it's always going to be interesting, isn't it? Things I've read, the time I have lived.
The passage of time can do funny things to a mind.
You do know, DM, I was trying to get rid of him, yeah? This wasn't me wanting to suddenly read the book again.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
But you only handed it back to him not too long ago.
Oh yeah, this I obviously don't know how his memory works. That's fine.
Yeah.
How far back he goes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. No, I knew you were trying to get rid of him, but I also know that
Sure.
he hasn't gone and taken it back up for several hours since you handed it to him. So it makes sense that he still has it.
I thought he had. I thought he came down and then we've had a full rest.
He hasn't gone back up though. He was doing other stuff. He was in his place while you were having your long rest. Remember?
Oh, sure, yeah. No, I wasn't sure whether he remembered going and getting it for us. That's what I was trying to play for. That's fine.
No.
No, we'll take the book, otherwise this just looks awkward, and I will...
I don't need to read it now. Put it back.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was the book next to this. I want.
Do you ever leave this place, Hexathanter? Seems like, I don't know, here on your own all the time.
I am comfortable in my own company, and Nephiron keeps me company as and when I require it, or if he needs to research something. And once in so very many years, I have a company of visitors such as yourselves. Although I must say, Cora, you are becoming a familiar and welcome face. Your visits are always a pleasure. Before you came, it had been some years since I was visited upon.
Well, thank you. I hope that with time we can become friends.
Indeed.
While we are here, is there anything we could do for you?
No, I am well tended. The temple is well guarded. Corum the Lich. Bitchy and Lichy.
Oh! Cheers, DM.
No, the temple is well guarded and the library is an eternal duty. There's never any shortage of work to be done.
I would imagine, but if there's anything that we can do, perhaps bring you news of the outside world or anything from the outside we can bring to you, I'm happy to oblige.
I'll keep that in mind and I shall contact you if I require anything. 1 second, my son is here. Okay, that's fair enough.
The toy went into bed.
That's the one. You can stay in my bed for a bit if you want to get. I'll move you through later.
Thanks.
Okay?
And I actually don't need the toilet.
Well, try and go to the toilet anyway. Good night.
No.
Yes, I will send you a message if anything is required.
Happy to help.
There was a vintage I was fond of in life. Champagne
Oh, really?
du Stomp.
He even says it French.
Do we have any of that left over? I look over to Barty at this point.
I think I hid some at the top of the stack of books, all the way up there. About an hour away.
I had wondered what assorted trinkets from your journeys was inside a bag of holding.
We have quite the collection. And let's have a look what's in here. We have a keg of red dragon crush. No champagne du stomp, I do not believe.
You lying.
I mean, you can literally just check.
Perception check.
You can literally just check the bag of holding yourself. It's there under characters under the
Oh, can
party
I?
tab. Yeah. If you go into the actors tab, go under party, characters, you've got the party. If you go in the inventory for the little wagon, that's what's in the bag of holding.
Ah.
So we have 3 kegs of red. Sorry, no champagne stomp, I'm afraid. Got some Red Dragon Crush, albeit might have seen its day.
It became quite hard to get hold of some of the better vintages because the vineyard wasn't doing so well.
A vineyard? What occurred?
One of the gems which helped the vineyard was stolen. Or was it more than one?
Gems? What? What would gems have to do with the growing of grape?
I know very little of their power, if I'm honest, but there was some stones which was seeming to be helping the fruits to grow.
I see. The only other thing that I would appreciate if your journeys ever led to it, if you were to have any emigraines.
Sorry, what now?
Emigraines.
Yeah, what's that?
Though I
I'm
fear will
afraid
not
I don't know what that
grow.
is.
It will not grow in the valley here, I assume. I have sought it for many, many years. Nephron has been unable to procure me any. It is a grain used to make a certain alcohol I enjoyed before I came to this place.
You still, I kind of like gesture, kind of up and down. You still can taste things then?
Indeed.
I have never met one like you before.
A librarian.
Indeed. A librarian. Yeah.
And now that you have,
Very helpful. And I kind of like, from sat on the chair, kind of like looking up at him, this like kind of looming figure, like kind of like hold the book up a little bit. Does his eyes don't still have the same sharpness to them, do they?
no.
Good. That's good. Although I am still covered with frottage and blood
You
smear.
are.
What's frottage? Should I not have asked that question?
Frothy mouth.
Yeah.
Gross. Frothage.
Yeah, what did you think we said?
You said frottage.
My mistake.
Frottage is what's left over from. To get frottage is to have been no.
Engaging in dark powers, making dark dealings. Just when you've got some free time, just Google frottaging. That's all. Every day's a learning day on Andrew's stream.
Viewers, don't Google it and don't write about it in the Curse of Strahd Discord.
Is he just hovering above me?
He is just looking down at you.
I will speak to Tenebris in my mind and say, does he know he's a lich?
May I just say that I'm not the only person who was trying to work out what you were talking about. And it says a lot that we didn't know and you did. Just saying.
Yeah, well, we're best friends. I'm the third person in his marriage.
Oh, I feel that might be true.
Harrison Botandalas, go frottaging. Ta-da.
Nice.
Tenebris replies,
Oh, I am sure he is in no doubt whatsoever. You could not contain power like that and not be aware.
He could see me when I was invisible. Just came in, looked straight at me.
The power of a lich.
Mm.
Are you quite all right? You seem distracted.
Have a lot on my mind. I didn't rest quite as well as I thought I did.
You do not look particularly well.
No, I took a bit of a tumble heading down the stairs when I went to speak to Nephalon. Deception check?
And yeah, please do, because he reaches a sort of finger out. Doesn't quite touch you, kind of traces it up, so
Fucking better not ask permission first.
it is necromantic energy upon you.
Well,
It
there's
lingers.
necromantic energy all about this place.
But specifically on your person.
Hmm.
And even though he didn't touch you, he kind of brings a finger up to, not in like a seductive to his mouth way, but like the tracker, you know, with the bit of dirt or something. And she's like, I am familiar with this spell. Very familiar, in fact.
Indeed.
You have done well to not be desiccated. I would suggest you drink plenty. It is important to remain hydrated.
I believe you make a fantastic cup of tea.
Ah! And he just swivels on the spot. I shouldn't. Do you know what? I didn't even think when I said that, but chat has just exploded of hydrates. 1, 2, 3, 4 hydrates. Okay.
Exploded. You mean all 4 people just said it at the same time?
Some of them more than once, though. Cora, you have been sharing the secrets of the library.
Not with those that you wouldn't want it shared with, I believe.
Well, now you leave me little choice. I shall go and procure the tea.
Perhaps I can help you.
Heads up the rooms. A wonderful idea. And yeah, as he has done before with you, I won't go through the whole process narratively, but he begins to assemble the tea components and starts... You've never seen him fill this teapot, by the way, but it always seems to be able to be immediately boiled when he needs. But yes, well, my God, just a second, where the fuck is bartender gone? Panned away, oh, there he is. Panned away for 1 second and he's fucking gone. And where are you heading off to?
I looked house. I've got to see if I can get in, Elvor. Gotta see.
Can't hear you, but Alvor.
Shit, hang on.
We heard you say hang on.
Oh, I had to click switch device in Discord and now it should be okay.
Oh, I've just seen what you said about the voice with those headphones.
Don't do it, Bartenderus. I worry that Cora will not take your side if it comes to it. Don't make me decide between the two of you.
It's interesting that she's quicker to go against me than she is with me.
I mean, you are the one starting this. At the behest of something that we can't hope to understand.
That's why I'm not asking anybody's help.
A lich is a lich. And she nods at Bartandalis. And pats her axe.
You're not going to be a very good fated ally again in the final battle if you die now, Esmeralda.
Cora's still got some more diamonds. I believe she can cast it one more time. And I nod at Esmeralda. I suggest bringing her back over me. And I will step into their way, heading down.
Okay. In fact, there's been a lot of Cora and Barty focus so far. Halvor, is there anything you're wanting to do while they're both out the room on their way to do their respective things? Push all the chairs over.
So Bartandalus and Ez are going.
No, Ez is remaining here because Bart's is going around to do his thing, isn't he? And she also, can't walk up wall like he can, so she'd probably give the
She's
game
with
away.
me. She's with me, just not at the moment with me.
Yeah, she's with you on side. She agrees that the Lich shouldn't be taken lightly, and that action may be needed. But physically, it is you, her, and Rhyme Fang still in the library.
I do some pacing.
You're pacing.
Yes, I'm going to say to Esmeralda, what do you know of his kind? How does one come to be a whatever he is?
I don't know. Force to have him. I don't know all the details of the ritual, but Van Richten said it was beyond the worst things that he's seen vampires do. And trust me, he has seen firsthand some terrible, terrible things that vampires would stoop to. Liches, there is a great and terrible ritual they will undertake. It involves many heinous and unforgivable components, and it is some of the most depraved and dark magic that can be performed. I understand that he is... She's lower in her... I'd say she would come over to you for this, actually.
The DM catches himself out. I didn't say you were whispering, Esmeralda.
No, I was. Oh, but I assume that it's too late. God, I just tabbed to Google to remind myself what the components were of the ritual. Still in Google. What is frothing? I'm trying to remember some specifics.
Oh, it's like killing babies and shit.
Oh, it's pretty heinous. There we go. Many poisons. There is a ritual, and there is fucking hell. Many components. There is a ritual. There is a potion to be drank, and it contains the heart of a freshly sacrificed person, unicorn horn, griffin's blood, vampire blood, and then a most terrible ritual to take place. It is nothing good about this. I understand. I agree. He is friendly and he is helpful and amenable, but his mind is not his own. The person who was in there made that choice to undertake that transformation. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand, but it sounds to me like you're saying he is no longer that person. If his mind is gone, then who is he now? And is he really the ultimate evil here? After all, he is, conscious or not, helping us on our way to ridding this place of what I see as a much greater evil.
So you would see the arsonist go free if he was stood next to the murderer, yes?
I mean, if the arsonist helps catch the murderer, I think he at least is going to get some kind of reward. And who are we to be judge, jury, and executioner?
Monster hunters.
Oh, that's the title for the sequel campaign.
Curse of Strahd 2, Monster Hunter.
Yeah, she said it. Van Richten.
I am surprised at you.
Why so?
We both know Cora is well-meaning and impulsive. We both know that Barthandelus walks a thin line. But I have been convinced from the day I started joining your group that you were on the path. Even if you wavered, I felt the most kinship with you when it came to doing the right thing and ridding the world of undead. And he is not some mindless thrall who has been raised up by Strahd or some necromancer. He is a lich.
Even he doesn't know who he is.
Then we press that to our advantage and we kill him. We buy some time. If I leave this place knowing I have left a lich, it will weigh on me till the end of my days.
Someone with no memory of their past deeds has been granted, for good or evil, a second chance. If all he does is attend the library and help its visitors, in this case us, then I feel he's deserving of some sympathy.
The sympathy is, we have a chance to make it quick. I have said my piece. I will not part on bad terms with you or Cora, but if it comes to it, if I'm forced between choosing a lich here and now, or leaving it because it provided information, Van Nichten would understand. Maybe he will help you with Strahd. And she plonks herself back on the edge of her chair. I'd say she begins to sharpen her axe, but it's magic, so imagine it wouldn't need it.
Does it for effect.
Mmm.
I take back everything I ever said about her at Yesterhill and her climbing and her being shit. She's my gal. As is Bay.
I would like to speak to Ixathanta, as soon as I've gone to make tea with him.
Sure, absolutely. So yeah, while that conversation's taking place, and we'll say that Barthandelus is taking his time walking up that wall. So Exophanta begins to make the tea and gives you a well-meaning. Every smile he gives, is unintentionally absolutely horrifying. It's like
every smile. It's a constant smile. He's a lich skeleton face. He smiles with his eyes.
So yeah, I appreciate your assistance.
To be honest, I'm grateful of the opportunity to speak alone to you.
Oh. Is something troubling you?
The beings within the amber, they speak to people.
They will speak to minds that they feel are receptive to what they can offer.
In that case, I am one such mind, it would seem.
You were reached out to.
I was offered the opportunity to bring back a friend.
Ah, Zadoon, the corpse star.
I resisted, and I feel that was probably a wise choice. Would you agree?
I would agree that it was your choice to make.
Others may find such choices more difficult. Or perhaps easier, depending on how you would look at it.
I imagine that would depend on what was offered and what it was that the individual yearned for. I imagine you do miss your friend. If Zadoon felt there was even a chance of entreating with you.
My friends very quickly become extremely important to me.
You hear from the corridor, "Ha! from Bartender Liz.
You said friends. Traveling
Yeah.
companions.
I just wonder, is it possible for these beings to control someone's choices to make them follow them?
Absolutely not. They are all about choice.
Have you ever known someone to choose to do their bidding and it work out well for them?
I suppose that would depend on what you make of it. Strahd wanted to be young, handsome, and powerful forever. It has been so.
And yet he's also trapped in this world with his love continually taken from him.
And are those because of choices made by the man?
It seems to be somewhat of a double-edged sword.
It would depend on the entity, depend on the metal, and the will of the person who got involved with them. But still, such things are... I am too old to ever be interested in such an arrangement.
So you've never made such a deal?
I have not.
Perception check.
Yeah, I'd like to make a deception check on him.
Make a deception check. DC 16.
Or insight, as the case may be.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, Insight, DC 16.
Ooh, nice.
He's absolutely telling the truth.
I worry that my friends may make wrong decisions while here.
So, let's clarify. He absolutely believes he's telling the truth.
Yeah, I figured.
Go on, sorry, you were saying?
I fear that my friends may make wrong decisions while they're here.
Whilst we are here,
And you'd say at this point, you can see that the tea is ready and done, and he has set it aside, but he's remaining here. And you get almost even it's difficult to read what lack of faith there is. You can see that there's an air of sympathy here, and he's happy to stick around and indulge you.
what choices do you fear they will make?
The details I'm not sure of, but I'm glad to hear that you understand that it can be extremely difficult for people to turn down these things, and should any of my companions make wrong decisions, that you would look upon them kindly.
To overcome such an offer is an enormous feat. Anyone who resists has a powerful mind and heart. But anyone who has the temerity to navigate the waters of such a deal is equally impressive.
Should any of my companions do anything which upset you, then please bear in mind they are mere mortals.
The floor of mortality.
I give him a slight smile and say, shall we take the tea through?
Very well.
And he gestures to a tray for you.
I pick up the tray and start taking it back. Is he following me?
He is. I was just replying.
I will stay here and kill whoever enters this room next.
And he offers tea to Halvor.
Halvor ceases pacing for a second. Yes, thank you.
Into Ez. And then... So, meanwhile, while Handless, you see Exophanta and Cora head out the room.
Mm.
Do you wish to act immediately, or do you want to give it some
Oh.
time?
No, 100%. I'm kind of like listening as they're kind of exiting. Little head bob around the corner. And then... Is Cora looking into this room, did you say?
I'm still stood relatively close to the door, so I can still
Sure.
see where you are.
If she's looking directly into the room, then I'll kind of like look at her, and there'll just be a moment where we just kind of like look at each other. And I'll just step forward to the wall. And for better or worse, I'll say, by the grace of the ever-living one, Tenebros grant me passage. Fuck you!
So, you... I've paused it, so because obviously things will happen at the same time.
Sure.
Behind the secret door is a small, dusty room. Rising from the floor in the eastern half of the room is a scaly arm and claw clutching a small box. A small white box seemingly made of bone. So it is resting on some sort of pedestal.
How do we know about a box made of bone?
Yes. At the same time, Exophanta standing in front of Ez holding the tea tray.
Yep.
Everyone in that room just hears the sound.
Which sound?
The sliding
My-
stone sound.
My
I'll
door's
play
not
that
shut
again.
though. As the other one's shut?
No, I just played it again for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing separate has happened. It's been like a matter of seconds. So he's still holding the tea tray and just turns his head.
Oh, this tea
Bartandalus.
really is delicious.
Bartandalus, make me an initiative.
Shit balls! It's all going off, kids. It's all going off.
Keep forgetting how to roll initiative from tidy sheets. You have to be in combat,
Says
don't we?
any. It depends if you've got a player character's a bit different, I think.
Yeah, so that was. I'm going to add him to combat and do it. So let's see who acts first. Bartandalus got 16.12. Exophanta got
Oh, yeah, you dead, bitch!
13.6.
Come get some!
Bartandalus, what are you wanting to do?
I am going to
Got
step back.
6 seconds worth of stuff to do.
Yeah, sure. I am stepping back. What the fuck? It's still
Oh, so
paused.
it's paused, yeah.
I am stepping back, and I am going to come out of the room, and as I'm stepping out, I am casting Fireball into the room. I'm going to try and destroy the thing.
Okay.
Because I was asked to bring it to him or destroy it, so I'm gonna try and destroy it. I'm gonna kind of like duck round again. I'm gonna like start casting and kind of
Yeah,
into the room.
even if the template catches you, I get what you're doing. Yeah, you're gonna duck around the door.
Yeah.
So what's your HP now, just in case spell template fuckery gets you? 47.
47. Well, I'll cast it nowhere near the thing, so it won't catch me. So we'll just do the damage.
Oh yeah, makes sense. You can cast it in the middle of the room.
Yeah. So I am casting Fireball. I am casting it at my highest 6th level spell slot. And I make sure there's some fucking damage on this boy. Okay, I mean... Oh, that's a lot of ones. Quite a few fives, though.
Oh, wow. Yeah, 3 ones. So...
Quite a few fives. Bounce out a bit. I think that's actually pretty average.
As the smoke, I'm sure it would take more than 6 seconds for smoke to settle in this situation, but for dramatic effect, for the smoke, you see it's still there, resting on the pedestal.
Fuck me. Okay, I'm gonna have to grab it then. I grab it.
Okay. And for the rest of your movement?
So that was 1, 2 in, 1, 2 out, and then bonus action, casting Misty Step to the other side of the room.
Can't you cast a spell?
Oh shit! I can't. Fucks. Okay, hearing him go further into the room. Fuck it. Okay. Shit. Yeah. So I managed to grab it. Yeah, I managed to grab it.
Yeah. You want to grab it? Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll put it in bag of holding. I'm just running with each move, just hitting it.
What?
I'm just running and hitting it with every. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Exophanta, hearing the sliding stone sound, holding the tray of tea, turns in the direction of that room and.
I wonder what that was.
Can I interject slightly?
Most curious. Oh.
Forgive me. And he rests the tray of tea down on the floor. And not rushing. He's just walking quite.
By the way, where do you get the ingredients for this tea? It's most unusual.
A moment. Well, it's actually, it was brought to me many years ago by somebody who visited upon the temple, and he had quite a supply with him, and was happy to exchange it for...
What are you doing in your next 6 seconds, Barthandelus?
Oh, is it my turn again? Okay.
Yeah, well,
so
you've been talking for more than 6 seconds.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna Misty Step with my bonus action to the side of the room.
Okay.
So poop, and then I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna start running.
So Misty Stepping, what's 30 foot? Is it Misty Step?
Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry.
4, yeah.
6. Okay. That's my turn, I believe. And as I'm running, I will take out my copper wire, and that's my turn.
Okay.
From a number of different places that he'd procured in his travels. And, furthermore, you'll detect the...
Oh, where are we? Oh, where's my sound gone?
You'll detect the... Excuse me a moment.
If we could bring you tea from other places, would you appreciate it?
Yes, very much.
I'm sure
Back
we
in a
can...
moment.
Excuse me, Exitanta.
Oh, you've said his name! He's going there anyway now.
And he disappears from sight.
Did he close the door behind him?
Yep, and the other one closes
Am I stuck
as well
in this room?
automatically.
No!
Where are you stuck?
So,
The door room between the library.
just because we're all in separate places, I'm going to add you both to a... So just to be going through this in a fair order. So Cora, yes, the other door slams and you find yourself in a pitch black, or to you, dark grey room. Stone slams either side. Halvor, you see Exophanta's name. You see him increase his pace out of the room, and then the door slams behind, and you see Cora just disappears.
Does she not get a chance to try and dash out of it?
Nope, they just slam. But Cora, it is now you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to send a message to Halvor.
Okay, saying what?
With what spell? What spell have you got?
I've got message.
Have you got message as well?
You're not the only one with message, my friend.
God, use your spells more, Cora.
I used it like 2 sessions ago, or have you know.
And she was very proud of it.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I'm going to send a message to Halvor saying, Doors have locked. Help me. Exathanta is with Barty. You can
Okay.
reply to this.
Yeah.
Adler.
Bartandalus. Well, sorry, actually, does Halvor reply? Or does he act?
Maybe he will reply on his initiative.
Okay. Bartandalus, what are you doing?
Well, I was pulling out my copper wire, so
Yeah.
Exactly.
I will send a message to Halvor saying, "I've got it. I've got the phylactery. Get out now." And then I will, for my movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then start heading
Are you
down.
heading down to the floor, yeah?
I'm heading down to the floor, yeah. So does Halvor reply?
Well, he's got two
Halvor is
messages
just like,
to reply
"No, no,
to
no,
on his...
no,
Yeah. Hold,
I mean,
please.
speaking,
Hold, please.
speaking is a free action anyway, though, right?
Yeah, you could have replied to Cora there and then.
I reply simultaneously to both of them.
Stop calling me!
Oh shit. And I'm going to run towards the...
Actually, not your turn yet, Halvor, to act. It is
Oh.
Exophanta's turn first.
God. Why did Barty go out of their initiative?
Because he left the scene. He's gone down to the bottom floor, annoyingly.
The bastard.
I know.
Sorry, guys. Is that the sound of the other one opening?
Yep.
But not the one where Cora is yet.
No. Okay, Halvor, it's you.
That's what you get for meddling.
Core of the walls
I
begin to
think my
close
room is
it.
going to be the only safe place in this
I
whole
know,
temple.
you're in the bunker. Right, Halvor, it's your turn.
I move 25 feet up to this door, and then I'm going to try and force it open with Cora.
DC
Can I help
20.
him?
No, because there's nothing for you to grab onto to push or move from the other side.
No.
DC 20.
Come on, even Bartandless managed to stop a door.
Cora, you're sort of shoved back at the last moment as this light comes bursting in from the library as the door comes forcing in and swings into the side. And Halvor is there. You watch the Lord of the Rings films, Cora?
Yep, many, many times.
Very much like Aragorn's
Thanks,
big
Halvor.
dramatic door open into Helm's Deep. Bursts him open like that.
He's got it. He said we must get out. What shall we do?
We can't let him take it.
Can't we?
This isn't going to end well, Halvor. You know this.
Have we already transcribed all the books we need?
No, I've still not transcribed the one he just gave me.
It's alright, he'll forget. Don't worry about it.
Isn't it more that bad things will happen to us when we take it outside the building? I think that's more what will happen.
Sure, yeah. If we run out of the building with it, it's fine.
As we run, it's fine. Okay.
What are you doing, Cora? Come on.
Well, what's Halvor doing?
He's had his turn. He's opened the door and got to you. He moved. He opened the door.
Oh.
It's back around to Cora. Let's go, go, go.
I'm
Time's
going
of
to
the
try and open
essence.
this door again.
Okay, make me an athletics, DC 20.
Cora keep trying to do athletics. She can't do it.
Nope, she can't budge it. Any movement from you?
In that case, if Halvor seems like he's moving in the other direction, I'm going to follow him because I've got no hope.
Okay, yeah. You get out into the library, you see Ez now has both weapons drawn and has moved a little bit this way, but is still facing over towards the door. Bartandalus, what are you doing?
Did Halvor didn't reply to me, did he?
Ooh, not
Oh,
yet. No, he
shit.
didn't. Oh, yeah, he did. He did, yeah.
He said, "Oh shit." Okay. Then I will 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit! Oh, the stairs are there. Can't see. Okay. Do I?
Where are you heading to?
I'm at the bottom of the stairs now. Yes, that's where my turn ended. So
Yeah, you basically came down from here, didn't you?
sure, yeah. So with my free action, I'm gonna just call up the stairs like, "Are you coming?"
Do we hear him from here?
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's like He's
I mean,
shouting up like
we're all
40
upstairs.
foot, 40 foot of marble wall, floor, ceiling, staircase. I imagine you
Are you
definitely
coming?
hear him.
Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming?
Did anyone call back?
I'm going to shout, "Stop, Barty! It's not too late."
Is Cora out of the room?
Yeah.
Oh, right, cool. Oh, okay. In that case, she's free. That's fine. Okay. I will then with my. Let me double check 1 second. I'm going to target myself. And I cast haste on myself. And
About it, Exanth's just gonna cast like plane shift anyway.
sure. So I have until this spell target speed is doubled. So I have 60 movement. Plus 2 to bonus AC. Advancing dexterity and also gains an additional action on its turns. So with a dash as well, I can go 90 feet.
No. You are
Yeah.
underestimating yourself.
Oh no, yeah.
60.
Oh, yeah.
And you can use your regular action and then the haste action.
But I've just cast though, so it was more
Okay,
a case of for
yeah.
this. So I can do 120 feet.
And
pretty
where
good.
would you like to go with those 120 feet?
So that how many squares would that be? So that is 24 squares. Yes, I'm moving 4 times that now. 24 squares. Yeah. So I will go. Oh, okay. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Remember,
5,
you can. Remember, hold on. Remember, you can with drag distance. You can be dragging and right clicking, and it will tell you exactly how many feet you're moving.
Yeah, but it's all shadow though, so I can't really see where I'm going.
Okay. Do you want to be moving 120 feet in that direction?
Oh, let's. What do I do? Control and drag. Okay, cool. Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh, somewhere around there-ish.
You should just be able to regular drag and
Yeah,
right
yeah.
click. Right click if you want to set waypoints along the way.
No, sorry. I'm gonna go as the crow flies straight through that bit. Oh, what the fuck? Fuck off! Fucking
No, just
collision.
if it was
with
a wall.
Okay, I think I just caught a wall. But control. I want to try and do this.
Just right click. So grab your token with left, drag it around, and as you right click, it will on the way. It'll pop waypoints, and you can move.
How fucking cool is this? Found everybody. Okay, so that's going to take me to 100 feet. And then I can't see where it is because it's pretty dark down here. Oh yeah! I think that was pretty much bang on 120 feet. Takes me to the doorway.
Okay. Back upstairs then. Cora had hers. X-Fanta's doing his. Halvor, what are you doing?
I guess we should go. We can't take any books with us though.
You can. We've already. I've literally taken this for laterally. I think taking books is the least of our issues now.
Halvor top his books from his inventory as he's running.
Get the Demon Monocron of Ilgver or whatever he's called as well. Just fucking there, fucking throwing a lot of books in his bag like supermarket sweep.
So what are you doing?
To toss the history of the last march of the giants. I'm going to toss the history of the imprisoned one. And then I'm also going to toss the thing. Well, no. I'll toss those books and then I'm going to run and I'm going to say, Reimfang, Hilda! And gesture for him to come with me.
He does. So, Ez is coming. Cora, what are you doing?
I am going to speak with animals and speak to Rhinefang.
Okay, Rhinefang is on his way out the room with Halvor.
But he's not gone yet, has he?
He's not gone yet. I'm not going to drop a token back on, but we can say, yeah, if you cast... So, tick it off. Speak of animals.
I'm going to say to him, Barty has made a big mistake. Will you carry me and Halvor? character 510, so...
I was in carry as in, like, carry you to ride him. I thought, like,
Yeah,
you know...
to ride him.
I thought you meant, like, carrying the group, like, you know, we've lost the most important person. Can you carry us the rest of the way? It's like...
You think
no,
very highly of yourself.
No, I was like, you are really overestimating Bartandless right now.
Make me an animal handling with disadvantage, Cora.
He ain't your dog.
He
He's
got...
Alvor's dog.
Why? I
Oh,
spoke to him first. I was the
Oh.
one that tempted him towards coming with us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but you know what creatures are like. They've got a good sense of character.
I'm just bitter because I've not gone along with what you said. Shush you.
Doesn't matter. Still worked out well for me. Still got what I need.
So far.
I think Cora thinks she's about to travel 120 feet on the back of a wolf.
Only the strong.
And it just turns and follows Halvor.
Shots fired there, Cora.
Then I say, please take him quick.
And it disappears out of sight down the steps. What are you doing with your movement?
I'm going to move that way, I suppose.
Yeah, okay.
Cora's just got a new quest in her journal to defeat Halvor so that she has control of Rhymefang.
Got 30 to your 30 feet.
I don't need Rhymefang, mate. I can conjure as many Rhymefangs as I want.
That's true, actually.
Okay.
Rhymefangs for days.
You hear Cora, and only Cora, I think. Bartandless, what are you doing?
Kind of like skids to a slow halt, but I'm hasted, so it's still pretty quick. I'm like I'm on coffee, jittering in here.
100 coffee, sorry, 99 coffee fry.
Yeah, and I will take the phylactery out of the bag of holding and step up to the amber, and I'll place it to the amber. You asked for it. Here it is.
You have done well. Very well. Place it on the floor and step back.
I do. With haste.
And there is a moment where the amber sort of swells with... It's black, but it isn't like shadowy black. It's very much sort of like dark sabery sort of light wells up around it.
Nice.
With
Anti-colour.
With this act of fealty, you prove yourself to me. You will be my agent, my champion, my Dark Lord.
And the black light sort of concentrates in the middle and bursts out from the amber in this one little like electrical, like a thick, almost electrical looking arc to the phylactery, and it just goes off like a box of firecrackers and is gone when it finishes. When the burst finishes, the phylactery is no more. Bartandless, you fall to your knees, racked with pain and terrible discomfort. You feel your mind... At first it feels like you're being poked around in, like when Strahd has played with your mind before, but you realise what feels like the interrogation is just a rapid flow of images, facts, things, just so much. What you realise is knowledge flooding in. It's almost painful. You can hardly see through it all. And you realise that this is knowledge that should have always been yours. You can do so much good with this knowledge. You'll be able to destroy Strahd easily. Your friends, well, you know what's best now. You know things that they can't even imagine. They will help you, or you'll do it without them. A number of things occur. Bartender, would you like me to share these things publicly or privately with you, Bartandalis?
Only because everybody will think I'm a piece of shit. Share them publicly.
Bartandalis permanently gains advantage on the extract name feature.
Nice.
Bartandalis' intelligence increases to 20.
Nice.
In addition to your pre-existing... Oh no, I don't think you have that actually. You gain a floor. Would you like the floor to be shared publicly, or should I just whisper that to you?
No.
It's an RP thing.
Yes, tell us, yes.
No, that's given to myself.
Yes, tell us.
Okay.
That's bullshit, that.
And something else that I'll go through in a moment. So yeah, there's a couple of other things I think I'm going to do with this as well, Bartandalis, but nothing major. I'm going to think of the best way to put them in writing, and I'll share it with all of you later. Yes, your intellect is now 20, Bartandalis.
Feeling pretty swole. Head swole.
Meanwhile, where are you all? I would say you would not hear the sound of the phylactery being destroyed, but all of you on the stairwell hear a furious cry from the top of the stairs. What are you all doing down there?
I'm making to leave.
What, is in heading down towards where
Towards the
Bartandalis
way we
is?
came in.
Oh, the exit of the temple.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm
Rhinefang.
still upstairs, so-
You are still, yeah. Rhinefang quickly comes catching up to you. Lollops alongside you. Esmeralda is close behind you. We have to find Bartandalis. We know where he's gone. And she goes to head a different way around the statue. Come, Alvor.
I don't.
Really? And he's like, echoes, really? 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 In fact, no. It's really? Really?
We need to get out of here before we all die.
Cora, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna keep trying to head down towards the exit, I guess, and
Okay,
follow
let
my
me-
friends, because that's where they're going.
Let me bring you onto this scene. So yeah, you come down and you see... Oh, I dragged you too far, sorry. You see Halvor and Ez heading out in separate directions. In fact, no, you can't see Halvor we can see his light. So you see Esmeralda heading off one way and Halvor's light suggesting he's heading a different direction.
I'm gonna head towards Halvor. My screen hasn't loaded, so you may have to move.
Oh, sorry, I might need to point you. I might need to pull you to the scene, sorry. Oh, you're not in
Yeah, it's not even trying to load
Foundry. I think you need to reload Foundry. Bartandalis, what are you doing?
Oh, I just seen you sent me a message.
It's loading her into Amber Temple 1 for some reason.
That's odd. I'll put her back into Amber Temple 1 and bring her out of it again.
Okay.
Okay, she should be on Amber Temple 1 now. I've moved her up, and I'll move her back onto Amber Temple 2. And she should be getting teleported through into Amber Temple 2 now. But she still doesn't show as even being in Foundry for me. So I can't even do right-click pull to scene.
Don't refresh. Go to the options and then try signing out and then logging.
I think I know what it is. Sorry, it wasn't the active scene. It should now be loading for her. Give it a second. So yeah, Batanus, what are you doing?
I will stagger backwards, kind of shake my head for a moment, looking. Is the figure still in the amber?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, is this where you stay? Do you need to leave? The others left.
The others were petty and short-sighted. I will remain here until I am needed by you elsewhere.
No doubt I will need you very soon.
Indeed. When you destroy Strahd, that is when you will need me. I have given you my gifts, and now you will fulfill your part.
Your hand scorches for a short moment, and you see you are now holding a small, dark, red, leather-bound book.
Ooh. Do I immediately know what it is or anything?
You do.
Oh, good.
It's entirely blank, but you know what it does, and I will message that to you, just to annoy Cora.
Go on, send it to me now. I will wait to see what it is.
It's Bartanzlis' third spellbook.
Third?
All the spellbooks. Gotta get them all.
Okay. What are you doing? Are you leaving the room after that?
Okay.
You're still hasted.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I will. Oh, I am cool. I will say, as I start, Netheron! Where are you? Okay, I'm accidentally moving quicker than I want to. And I'll get here, and I guess I've got my full, which will kind of take me to here and say, Netheron! And as I kind of see everybody, I kind of come out, and I see them all, I'm presuming clearly, moving to leave, to the exit.
Of course, that she was heading in. So Ez is coming. Ez is mid-marching towards you.
The others were going in a different direction.
They were just heading past the statue. I suppose you wouldn't immediately know. They hadn't gone far enough to see the direction, I guess. But Ez gives you.
They've split up, and I've got 20 intelligence now.
Ez gives you like a relieved, like the nod of is it done?
And I kind of look and I say, do we fight him now? Netheron!
Yes. What is the matter?
The book. I need the book now.
Didn't he give you the book last session?
I don't have it as an item, so I don't believe...
I thought he put it back on there when you were talking. You did talk to him after he spoke to Cora, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought we'd said about studying it together.
No, because he'd already done his part with it. I thought he gave it back. I thought he'd left it. I thought he put it there for you while you were talking.
Redcon, Netheron! Nether-Redcon! Then if I have it, then...
Sorry, yeah, because he talked at length about the stuff that he'd found in it and stuff about Mordenkainen,
Sure.
and it ended with him leaving it with you.
Okay, well in that case, I will add it as an item.
Let me just see if I've got it here. Oh no, I haven't for some reason.
Terrible.
Yeah, but you have it in your bag, yes.
Okay. Mord's book. Got it. Okay, well, instead of then, I don't want to be shouting Nethrun if I already had it,
Yeah,
because that would
that's
make it. So as I come out, I say, Cora, did you get the book? I can see she's got nothing in her hands. Like, the book for Harris.
I had the book, didn't I? He gave it to me, so yes.
But did you cast it aside when you left, like Halvor
No, I
sent this
didn't.
box? Okay, cool.
No.
Cool. Then I nod. And then I look at Halvor with the sword already drawn and say, let us make our stand here. With
There's
your
no
sword,
stand
we
to
can
be
defeat
had.
him.
We're leaving.
And I look at Esmeralda.
Creature has done nothing but help us. You've already done enough to him.
We would never get a chance like this again, Cora. The things we have to do to become one. It is deplorable.
As you
I'm not-
said before, you've both done enough.
I'm not exaggerating when I say it is worse than the things that Strahd has done.
He remembers nothing. This is not fair.
Cora's right. We can't
But-
fight him divided, Esmeralda.
But, okay. Okay, yes. But it is...
Because I don't give a shit about fighting him. I just wanted his phylactery. Come!
It is a waste, but... shit, okay. She will
Come.
move with you. And are you all making to leave?
Yes.
Swiftly, I think.
Yeah, and you do hear just a... What have you done? And a muffled explosion from behind you.
Oh, he exploded. Nice.
No. Oh, didn't move Cora on. Cora's left downstairs. Where are you going?
Straight for Thexit.
Which exit?
Running away.
The bloody one.
The bloody one.
Closest one.
Yeah.
Okay. The room full of horrendous viscera, slippery floor. And yeah. You head out. The bitter, wicked cold hits you. The snow.
So cold.
It is exceptionally cold.
Shit, I didn't get Liam in. Liam inside it all. We need to
Nope.
just camp out here so I can use... I've got Modern Cannon's book, mate. I can fucking learn it. We're fine.
So,
It's almost like one shouldn't make rash decisions.
That wasn't a rash decision. That was calculated for about the last 10 sessions. What are you talking about?
so looking back, I know you haven't left yet, but looking up, you just see that cold, stony building peering up at you.
Fuck it, just legging it.
Yeah.
We need to put enough distance between us and him that he can't meteor swarm us.
So I'll counterspell it. We're all good. We're all good. Don't you worry. Yeah, we are booking it.
So as you head across a difficult way to kind of express this with the maps we've got. As you head back across that snowy field, you obviously come to the rocky outcrop that led to that tunnel that took you into the into the iced over temple, don't you? If you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
If you're sort of tracing your steps backwards. Getting closer as you head towards it, your nubs on your forehead feel a little bit funny for a moment, Cora. And then, as with your sort of dark vision shifts, you notice on the rockwork above the entrance to that tunnel, just perched on it, looming down at you all. It's not in the air. It is just on the rockwork, low, steady, still. Wings not spread like that, just tucked in around it. And even in the dark, all of you can just tell that it is just looking at Cora.
Nice. I mean, where... Go on, Cora.
I'm pretty sure this is from the ladies. They must have sent her.
In your mind, Cora, very suddenly you get a...
And do you have it? Do you have the means by which to purify our sights?
I believe I do.
Then make it so.
And the rock just sort of tilts its head up for a moment, gives a single and takes off.
Takes off?
Just throws up an enormous torrent of snow. And
I still got
flaps
speak
off.
to beast. Can I still speak? Oh, it's mad. It's a monster, isn't it? I won't be able to speak.
Yeah. I was thought the DM was gonna cue the never-ending story as we fucking ride Falcon. Yeah, on the back of it. Gutted. It's like we're back to riding owls.
How could you have got a fucking wolf onto
I am
it as
happy
well?
to do that.
A never-ending story.
Should I conjure some owls to get some distance here?
I believe it's all blizzardy and a bit too hard for owls up here, wasn't it, DM?
No, I thought it wasn't so bad here.
The blizzard has abated slightly.
Well, shall we at least try and get through the tunnel first, since that's close by?
They could go through the tunnel, can't they?
I don't know, I'm just worried.
No, it's quite a thin tunnel, it's like a corridor.
Oh, okay. Say that, you owl hater.
What?
You owl hater! I mean, I think any self-respecting DM probably hates owls.
Yeah. And even ones that have no self-respect, such as Andrew, hate them as well.
What the fuck is that?
She's gonna make the trifecta and also summon Norris while she summons 8 owls.
Does she have all the necessaries for Norris?
Norris never died.
Yeah, he's just demi-pained.
Okay.
Angelo.
I thought he was dead. Yeah, I know Angelo is, yeah.
He's puffed.
Yeah, Norris is just in safekeeping. By the way, did you get my Norris token?
Yeah, that was it.
No.
The DM out of the map.
Norris, the token I have for Norris is...
I remember seeing it. It was a dead cool token.
That one. The top-down one. Is there a newer one?
Now you mention it, I think for some reason, instead of putting it in the Foundry to Do channel, I put it in the Intercession Roleplay channel. But don't worry. We'll worry about that another time. Yes, we're going very fast.
Exothentus still in the combat queue! Run!
I mean, no joke, we are making our way as quick as we can away from this.
Oh, we are 100% bolting it, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you head
We're just waiting
across.
for him to dimension door in front of us. Teleports
sorry,
behind you.
just,
Haha. Thanks, kid.
Omae wa shinjaru. So yeah, you manage to get over around that tunnel, which contains all of the images, the carvings. You now feel you understand all the better.
So much for not seeking power, eh?
You don't know what I've got. You don't know where I went.
Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know what I did.
He just went
Why
in.
you
And,
naked?
he just went in and busted that. He just went in and busted up the thingy.
I'm still here. Everybody we've seen so far that's made a fucking deal has disappeared into fucking dust or something. I'm still here.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Strahd.
He's got a point. Don't let that meta knowledge influence the characters, guys.
I mean, they did see me run
Told us
back.
about the deal he was making.
They saw me run back from the vault as well. Like, just double quick, like, okay, now we can go. So I feel they know that something has been fulfilled. But I'm fine with that. I just want to check. Combat is 6 seconds per round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, better 60. 6 seconds per round, so times 10. So 100 times. How many feet high is this mountain?
Oh, what? Are you trying to work out how long it takes to run over the mountain with spider claws?
No, how long it takes us to fly down? Because you get 60 feet per movement, so
A couple of days. Oh, what? If you go as a crow flies.
in 10 minutes, yeah, I can move 6,000 feet in 10 minutes. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, do you have fly and haste?
No, that's just with fly. You get to move 60 feet as your movement for
do you?
fly.
It would depend on the weather.
Sure, I mean I get that, but I'm saying
You'd
for
be blown
getting
off the
down.
horse and land in Berez.
I mean, it's all downhill. Gravity's surely got to have some degree of effect here.
I mean, gravity has a major effect, whether we have fly or not.
All down the hill,
That's
I
the
think.
last
it's
say.
We'll fly out. We'll just drop for like half a day, and then I'll cast it at the end.
There were some pretty big cliffs that we saw.
Yeah, it is a very high mountain range. It's taking
I'm
you
not sure.
almost a couple of weeks to get up here. Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't have that maths ready to pull out. It would take a while still. Significantly less than 2 weeks.
You ask yourself, are you going to leave Caspin?
No, I mean I can fly to the place first. I'm not saying fly all the way down. I'm saying flying downhill. You know, I mean, if the DM just turns around and says like, "No, the winds are so strong as you start going down, you're gonna get buffeted and smashed to pieces and ripped apart from each other. That when the spell fades, you won't be able to see each other, and then the other people drop and die." Then I'll probably still do it. I mean, yeah. As I was saying it, I was like, "Yeah, no, fly is probably not the best
Party
solution."
spell.
Yeah.
And poor
There's some owls
Rhymefang, it would be like Nana. Like Nana the dog getting the pixie dust on it. You find yourself back at the large wooden doors into the frosted over pre-temple, the anti-temple you went through.
I go straight up to one of the ice walls and put my face against it out of curiosity. I don't know why you would tell us that when we could have fucking got hit on the way back with it.
It's true. I've moved them all since.
It doesn't matter. I know they're there now.
Every floor tile's now a mimic.
Oh, were they mimics?
No,
they were gels, weren't they, or something?
Yeah.
So, kind of like, okay, let's just, take a minute. Let's just take a minute. Even though I was like running at half the speed of everybody else because he had haste, I'm still pretty out of breath because I'm so unfit with my 7 strength.
Yeah, but you're so fast.
I was so fast, Halvor. So fast.
Oh, you're not fast anymore.
I mean, it lasts for a minute, right? I think this is a longer travel than
Yeah.
a minute. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, across that field.
So, we made it out. We made it out.
Wouldn't pat ourselves on the back yet. Let's keep going.
Let's take a minute at least. As Halvor's like already walking, I'm like, yeah, man. Let's
We
take a
do
minute.
not have a
at least."
minute.
I mean, I look at Esmeralda and kind of like start looking down at her leg, but stop myself and like, you all right? Keep going.
Of course, yes. Yes.
Oh shit.
Oh, I don't know what the ers are. What? What's the matter?
Quick, Bartangelus, come here.
Go in front of Halvor.
It's just a wall, right, in front of us. Oh shit! One. Okay, that's fine. Dodecazantha.
No, there's just one.
Actually there.
No.
Right,
Round
okay,
fangs.
sorry, I will cast light at this point. By the way,
Okay.
Esmeralda. I'm sticking with Ez, making sure she keeps up. Oh, she's with me.
Okay.
She's
Oh,
there.
she's here.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
there's
two of us.
Oh, after where she came in. I forgot to move through the temple with her. I did wonder why she wasn't on the exit door when we came through.
One of these S's is not like the other.
Oh god, the alignment on this temple.
I know, it's hideous.
What is wrong with you?
Hideous.
Yeah, they're just terrible. Let's just keep running into the void. This should be fine. This is fine. I don't know why Forge would allow us to have this much of a buffer that tokens can be moved into.
This was probably a map set up before we had.
Oh
Zero
god, yeah.
padding.
Yeah, I made that a long time ago.
You can tell because the DM didn't choose black as the background, and he learned that later in the campaign. It's better to have black as the background.
It's true.
Always have black as the. Do you know what? And this is one of the things that Atropos actually flagged me up when I initially put some maps out there. He's like, he says, it looks better if you like kind of like select some of the colours from the actual map so that it blends in a bit. I was like,
That
that's
doesn't
true, but everybody can see where the room ends, so that's terrible. You might have made the program. Don't mean you know how to use the program.
Got it here on stream, everybody. I hope he never goes back and watches this one.
Somebody clip that.
You're saying it like you're saying it like I haven't said these things to Atropos.
So yeah, you the snow is...
Halvor's gonna go and say, Atropos, because I'm a mod. Do you know what Alex has been saying about you?
You find
Oh,
yourself
snow again.
emerging from the other side of a temple into a thick,
Small map.
yeah, a snowstorm. The light is much heavier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, you've been going a little while now. You are back out in the wilds of the Solenka Pass. What are you wanting to do? How are you wanting to proceed? Are you just
I'm just
marching
kind
on?
of Halvor at this time. Halvor, we need to stop at some point. We can't keep running forever.
Oh, this is killing my CPU, I
Yeah, I'm about to take us off it
think.
because I forgot that actually there wasn't that at the end, was there? There was this place. This was
This awesome
much
map
better.
that has been spoiled by textures by the DM.
It's been spoiled by what?
I said textures by the DM, but I'm pretty sure this is fog that I put on. I don't know actually.
Yeah, I just changed the colour.
Oh yeah, we've got Vampire up here. This is where he decided to fuck with me head, wasn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, you march for what? A couple of hours? You trying to put a couple of hours between you and the temple?
Yeah. Shall we summon the owls to speed things up, do you think? Or do you think it's worth it?
Think they can make it through this?
I don't know. You're more experienced with owls than I.
You reach a point where you see something ahead of you, and after a few moments of caution and closer, you realise it is the carved up body of the Shasuva. Sorry, the dagger.
Dagger dog. Du-du-du-du-du. You just didn't want to say dagger dog. Du-du-du-du.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot we had all those bits of Dagger Dog. I don't think I put them in my
Dude.
inventory.
Are they in the go bag, or did you put them in yours?
I don't think I did either of those. Note to self.
We're at the end of the campaign now. It doesn't even matter what we get. We're just getting stuff like, yeah, we've got it, and then we forget about it, and then we go like, oh, did we get that? Did we get Mordenkainen's, what was it, his book, was it?
I never left that.
Oh, well, licks his finger and puts it to the wind. Do I feel like an owl could fly in such conditions?
Maybe a
Nature check.
nature check. Oh, it shouldn't be a problem at all.
I believe you, DM.
Deception on the DM.
Make me an insight check, Lindsay.
I'm pretty sure the owls will be fine. And if not, at least they'll be blown away.
Would I lie to you?
Yes.
Yes, I would.
As I've conjured these owls many times before, I would personally like to make my own check to see whether I think the conditions are good enough for them to fly in.
Difficult to say. You're either casting a spell or you're not.
Really, is it that difficult to say? We have been told at times like it would now be too difficult for these owls to fly in. So presumably we have some knowledge.
It's lighter than the time where you weren't able to. Yeah, I said about when you came up with temple that the snow is lighter.
Just do it.
In that case, yeah, fuck it, I'm doing it because I'm scared we're gonna get caught.
How fast do you think a lich can run? He casts haste.
Yeah, it's more like how many spell slots does he have to teleport with?
He has a few, yeah. I think a lich has to be at least like a level 6 spellcaster or something. So this guy is coming for us for days if he wants to.
I mean, let's say coming for you.
You say me, we were all there as a group. Cora distracted him with the tea. You tried to hold him back and chat
I
to him.
wasn't distracting you, I was being nice to him.
Sure. Try and explain that to him.
And nice to you as well, my friend.
And what?
Nice to you as well.
I don't know, it feels like you selling me up the fucking river. Saying like, oh, well, if somebody...
be gentle with you if you make a bad decision.
If one of my party happens to come and do something that you don't like, it's like, all right, okay, so someone's going to come and do something I don't like, are they? Yes, they are.
I know you were doing it.
Yes, they are coming doing something you don't like.
Oh, I'm not going to try and help next time. Fine.
I mean, if your help is like your hindrance, that's also
So
okay.
my owls are going to carry me, Ez, and Halvor down the mountain now.
I cast fly. It's fine.
The rest of them are just gonna target
literally not a
Darcy.
problem.
They're just going to attack him.
Do you know what? Screw it. I wasn't going to use it until later on, but given that the DM has sent me a message, I'm going to cast Gate, and I'm going to travel back to Barovia on my own.
Bye then.
I now have all the spells. I just needed the book. I don't even need to transcribe them. I know them.
To be honest, that makes us safer because he knows it was you.
Knows what was me.
You were the only one not with him or not seen when the room started making the noise.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
So if you want to go straight back to Barovia on your own, maybe that would help everyone out.
I think I'm probably now the only person that could kill the Lich. On my own. I could solo him.
Good, I'm glad.
This is the thing where I feel like, and it may be a mistaken impression, but I feel like Cora has got out of character hurt at Poe's in character actions? Do you feel out of character betrayal, Cora?
Betrayal for what?
Do you feel
For all
as
that
the
stuff that I said I
person-
was going to do, all that stuff I said I was going to do that I did.
Do you feel hurt that Bartandalus has done this out of character? Do you feel like he's stung the team? Because I feel like you're out of character bothered.
And
No, it's him saying, "Oh, I'm going to do all this now because I can." Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, I literally can't. I literally can't do anything. I'm just cleverer. That's it.
And if anything, int is the kind of wasted stat. There are no int save and throws.
I mean, you say the wasted stat. It's not bad for
Yeah,
spell.
not the spell
I now
cast
have
stat, yeah.
spells, so I'm good. But no, I can't. I cannot cast anything new. I will still be sat there going, right, guys, we're having a rest. Okay, let me learn Lumen to sign it up quick, like a fucking idiot. Hey, hold on a minute. I came back from the amber, catacomb. The first thing I said when I saw the group was, Cora, have you got the ritual we need for Harris? I was more bothered that you weren't leaving without it, because I heard that Halvor had thrown the book. I was like, we can't let Cora, because I was like, well, we need to fucking go back in and get the book.
Yeah, he's not evil.
Yeah,
He's not a team
what?
player.
I'm not evil.
Faithful.
I'm no more evil than a lich, Cora.
I will send
Let's never
you.
do
I know you don't use WhatsApp much, Lindsay. I know you don't use WhatsApp much, but I will put in WhatsApp after the session what is required to become a lich.
Cora didn't know it, therefore I do.
Oh, of course,
Yeah, no,
of course,
exactly,
yeah.
100%,
No, and that's good.
100%.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good
yeah,
that
yeah.
Cora acted the way she did. But I think
Yeah.
you out of character might be like, you.
Oh, nah. He did
They have to-
what he did.
They have,
I'm
they
with
have to eat a bit. They have to eat a baby.
you, baby.
They don't really have to eat a baby. They just have
No.
to steal its soul so that the
Little
child.
baby. That's fine.
Yeah. They have to steal kill 12 puppies.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
all the days. She's
Now.
she's a
That's
double
his
lich
word.
already.
She's like, I'm a
In that
fucking
case,
lich.
So,
I haven't
folks,
killed any puppies in a while.
Oh, that's nice.
the owls are summoned and snap into existence in the air around you, and they all gently touch down into the snow, and the full parliament fix their eyes on Cora.
And I
I'd
look at,
like to instruct them to.
how are they going to take Ramfang?
I mean, Rhymefang can run almost as quickly as they can fly, so maybe he'd be fine just running. They probably could carry Rhymefang between a couple of them.
I mean, they're going to have to like pierce his skin, so it's probably. I don't think he'll necessarily. But yeah, he can run pretty fast, right? Him. He's a big dog.
He could. He's got a decent pace. He's got 50-foot movement.
And he's built for this. So
And what's the fly speed of these guys?
60.
60, I think. So 120. But then I think they are. Are they half? Yeah, they are half them are carrying you, aren't they? Oh, I can't remember if they are.
Are they?
So he'll be fucking outrunning us. We have to keep up with him.
I don't think it's half when they're carrying us.
I mean,
No, yeah, I think about. Oh no, it's carrying rules for things smaller than you, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, they can be flying 120 foot around with you on their backs.
I mean, for reals though, is Halvor going to ride Rhymefang or ride an owl?
I'll be carried by an owl, but again, I step forward to like put my hand in front of Rhymefang, and I just gesture for him to come again. I want him to follow us.
He takes
I
a step.
still within 10 minutes, so I
Takes
can
a
let him.
step towards you.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and find an owl so he can see that it's not enemy owls.
I will approach Rhymefang. And I'll like hold my hand out for a moment and say, Halvor, you tell him that this is okay.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what's happening.
And I'm gonna cast a spell, but I want him to be all right about it.
I mean, I only briefly had a look at the phrase book, but I do my best to
Just say it loudly and
mount
slowly.
Druidic. I just say, like if I've got a Druidic word for like okay, then that'll be fine. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I imagine it might be quite early on in a book like that in key phrases.
I'm mostly just like going with like single word commands because
Yeah.
they're easy, and he's a big dog.
So does he let me touch him? Does Ramfang let me touch him?
He does.
I cast Lightning Bolt.
He savages your arm.
No, I imagine Mike killing him in one go. I am so powerful now. I will cast Haste on him so that he can keep up with us without overly exerting himself.
Okay.
He's just like a dog, dead happy, like running around in a circle for a second.
I'm Dill the dog. I'm a dog called Dill.
For 1 minute anyway.
Yeah, then he's fucking knackered.
Oh shit! It's only a minute in it. Sorry, I thought it was an hour. Can I not cast that?
Had you
'Cause
already
they-
clicked to cast?
Pardon? I have. Can I just tick it back on?
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, I forgot.
Someone's put in chat, if he was just eating a baby, half of Barovia would be liches. By virtue of dream pies.
Yeah, I'll be top of the list.
Oh, so many babies.
Get him, Cora.
He's not evil though, Cora.
So yeah, Ramfang is not hasted.
He's not. We'll just go at a slower pace.
Okay. Is everybody owling up?
Yeah.
Did you have to summon 8? Is it only 8? Would you wanted to have summoned fewer, Cora, or do you want to keep them
No.
for, like, guard ones or spares?
Yeah, we'll keep all 8 for now because we might get into trouble on the way down.
Yeah.
So
Do you want the other ones to just be following you, or you know?
yeah, I'd like them to be like doing a patrol around us and just making sure there's not anything following us that we need to be worried about. Keeping an eye out.
7 clone Potters, the decoy Potters.
Potter.
Is there any way that you can keep track of time so I know when it's been like 45 minutes? Have we got any way of doing
I will
that?
cast prestidigitation on myself.
How last?
Oh no, shit! We've got the little clock thing, haven't we? That tells the time.
You do have
chrono
a
thing.
chronosphere.
There you go. I'll toss it over to Cora if she's not got it, so she can keep track on when we're going to run out of time.
Yeah, when it's been about 45 minutes, can I know so I can let us down and let the owls away?
So
Did it last an hour?
has
last an hour.
Art shown up?
Tells on 59 minutes. We'll be good.
No, we've got to send them away so they can fly far away from us.
She knows what she's doing.
They've never attacked. They did.
They have.
They did, but I think they were like dark fucking owls, though. They were like
temple owls at that point.
they were temple owls, yeah.
Temple owls.
The other ones have disappeared. The ones in the swamp just pissed off, didn't they?
I mean, didn't we learn pretty early on that a bear that got summoned was like a bit pissed off?
Yeah, but
Yes, you did.
We've not fought any though. They've all just walked off, haven't they?
I think
No,
one
no,
swiped at
it's
Cora. Oh yeah, because Cora was like trying to give it like a bloody hug and be like, "What's wrong, friend?" And it's like, "Fucking want to eat you." That's what.
Also, this is the first time that they've survived in a great enough number to outnumber us. Like one bear, he doesn't stand a chance, but 8 giant owls. Whew.
Yeah, but hold on. We fought 8 giant owls. I killed them all in like 2 rounds, didn't I? And they were temple
Do
owls.
it again.
I'll do it again. I'll murder owls for days. But yeah, no, you are right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
My God!
To
What?
Cora,
Bloodlust now.
yeah, I know, yeah. Cora, you are holding the chronal sphere, so that tells you the time, analog clock style.
Oh, I don't know when it's going to be 45 minutes.
Well, we can say that if you've got it and you're keeping an eye on it, you can tell when 45 minutes have passed.
Excellent, thank you.
It's never digital.
Yeah, so there's a little button that changes it between a analog and digital display.
Yeah, we live in the medieval D&D era when nobody's got like timepieces or knows how to tell the time. So this is great. Cheers for this.
Yeah, you take it out, Cora, and you press a button on it, and the time just changes to 12 and starts blinking. You reset it.
It's like an egg timer. It's just like a winding egg, and it just ticks down.
So yeah, you all owl up. And yeah, off you go. Rhymefang growls and sort of barks a couple of times. You take off, but you see he quickly is behind you, keeping pace. How long will you ride for? Go on, sorry, Bartanalis.
45 minutes, apparently, which I think is great.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. I think as much as the DM hates this spell, it's possibly the best spell that has been introduced into this campaign. Every time Cora pulls it, I'm like, yes!
It is like quintessential ranger. One of the best spells.
I love it.
45 minutes passes. You have left these sort of these icy plains and are getting back towards more snowy, rocky outcrops. And yeah, Cora, you have your 15-minute warning.
At some point en route, DM.
Oh yeah, during the flight, yeah.
During flight, whilst in thought and whatnot, I am going to cast Sending. You must target a token before rolling it. Can you put Caspian on for me to cast Sending on him?
Just cast it on anything. Cast it on an owl.
So I'll literally just tick the thingy off. I don't need to cast it. There you go. Right, there you go. That is using my last 3rd level spell. I'll cast Sending to Casper and say, "It's been a while since we spoke. We're heading back to town. Didn't ask, but did you learn anything new?" Oh, 20, bang on, boosh.
No response.
25.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah. Not completely unexpected. And while in mid-flight, I will kind of like take my copper wire out, holding it really tight as we're kind of like against the winds and stuff, like kind of like a grip of feathers. And like, I'm going to cast it twice. I'm going to cast it to Cora and then to Halvor. Do you know what? 3 times because it's cantrip. I'm going to send it to everybody because we're all kind of like separated. Like, I've tried to contact Caspian. Not done it for a few days. Not getting a response. Hopefully asleep. And I send that individually to each person.
Yeah.
And then we all reply at the same time. And Halvor's going to be like, "Wouldn't the message wake him up?"
I don't know. Not necessarily. I don't know, DM, would it? I don't think it necessarily would it?
It doesn't necessarily.
Cora replied saying, "We'll head there next. We'll be there soon."
Esmeralda's being a bitch, say nothing. Wow,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Esmeralda's like, "K-hon."
New number, who dis?
So yeah, 45 minutes. What are you doing? Are you landing and setting them off?
Yeah, at 45 minutes, I say to the guys, "We've not got much longer with these guys. We need to get on the floor before they turn around and decide they don't want to be our friends anymore."
We disembark.
And you just do your usual thing of telling them to fly in a particular direction for a long time?
Fly as far away from us as they can do in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Can you make them fight each other to the death?
No!
It's fucking brutal, but it gets rid of the threat.
My God!
What do you do? Do you summon a second crop, or are you proceeding on foot?
We go on foot for now.
Yeah, I think we probably go on foot for now. We're probably quite conspicuous as a giant flock of owls, so a little time without being so conspicuous might be a good thing.
Okay. Who is leading the way? And can they make me a survival check, please?
Any preferences? I'm happy to lead.
I mean, my vote's the ranger.
I allow Cora to leave. I
It
bring
allows you.
here
Allows you.
with Rhymefang.
Yeah, good choice there.
And that's why we let the ranger
Nice.
do her rangering.
Very nice.
Ranges for days.
Yeah, you managed to make you realise that you've having that flight has meant you didn't have to follow a particular path, and you've cut quite a lot of it out. You're not actually on a stretch of path that you walked up on the way up, but you can see your way down to where that is. You identify it quite quickly as being not far away from. You're slightly further down the mountain from where you found the lake serpent's head on the rockwork that the rock had snatched up from Lake Zarovich. So you
can my survivor be good enough to try and pick out any signs of life heading away from the Amber Temple as we go?
How far away are we?
With that survival check, as you sort of touch down, I would say no. You see no tracks in either direction.
Okay. But we've come a different way down than we went up anyway, so.
Only slightly. You've rejoined the path now. You would know from where you are now that you are just over a full day's travel from Yedrag at this point. With how much you've cut off. Yedrag was the village.
Are we about a day since Harris left us?
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, we slept.
Yeah.
We slept.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah. So, yeah, about 10 hours since you left him, but you're about a day away from the mountain folk village, Yedrag.
So we've gone way further than that then. How many days did it take us to get up from the mountain folk village to the Amber Temple?
On foot, about a week, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So he's travelling back, possibly, presumably, maybe, who knows, by foot.
No sign of him yet, so we might have taken him.
I mean, I don't think we'd know, would we? We wouldn't be able to fly and track him.
No.
Well, I didn't think we would. We'd be too high.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too much snow for tracking, especially after 10 hours.
You notice Harris is sat on Rhymefang.
Harris is Rhymefang.
That would be a good twist.
So yeah, you are a day away from the village. Are you looking to make any sort of camp, or are you pressing on?
How worried are you about Caspin?
I'm presuming in character, but with normal Lindsay voice, but then retro.
How worried are you about Caspin? My voice is so different when I do it.
More urgency. Have
on!
Oh god, here she comes again. Halva, would you like a cup of tea? I'll put the kettle on really quick.
Yeah.
Well, let me slow it down. You don't want me to speak when I've got haste. It sounds weird. Whatever's happened to him, we don't know when it's happened in the last week. It's been some time since I've had the chance to even speak to him.
The owls moved us pretty quickly before, so if you need us to get back there today, we can try again.
I mean, it would be better sooner rather than later, right? If we, are you saying that we're traveling like days, like one more travel with these owls, we'll get there, DM?
Another full day, we'd say you get to Yedrag. I'm basically being a
we're
bit kind.
Yeah,
Do you want to repeat the entire 17 sessions of the Solenka Pass heading back down?
No.
Yeah. So I'm taking a few travel liberties. There may be times where I say, "Oh no, the storm intensifies, and you need to touch down."
Okay.
Would you prefer us to walk until we get there?
At the moment, I am absolutely fine with what you want to do. There are a couple of things I'd like to touch on. When they come up, I will tell you the snow gets too heavy, and I will hope you will play ball with me. But for now, you can keep flying if you want, or you can continue on foot, or you can make camp. Anything's up to you.
So we got as far as we could get, as quick as we could get, and now it's kind of like we have to kind of like go in between cliffs and stuff, and it's a longer travel journey from now. Okay. Cool.
But you absolutely could. I don't know what chorus slots are like. I'm fine with you doing another set of owls if you want to. But I'm fine with you taking
For
on
now,
for
yeah,
a while
but
if you
it's,
want.
for now, but it's an hour's travel versus
Yeah.
days. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think I don't think it matters how quickly we get there. Whatever's happened, and we'll deal with it. Deal with it well rested.
Then I think we're best to try and be as stealthy as we can and get there without the aid of any owls if we can.
Sure. I mean, maybe they could get us closer, but I don't think it matters with this weather now. Looking at the rest of the way we've got to travel, looks like we need to go through a lot of valleys and things that it's going to make traveling with the owls pretty difficult. Definitely not as quick as we've just made it that last hour. We go by foot for as long as we can and then make camp where it makes sense.
I mean, we've been traveling for some time now, right? Do we need to make camp, or are we pressing forward?
I mean, realistically, we woke up, fucked Exothanta off, ran for about an hour max, and then
Yeah.
flew for an hour. So it's only like 3
I would
hours.
say you grab. Yeah, I'd say you grab a phylactery about 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'd say days travel ahead.
Yeah. So we're going to just try and wreck it and make our way to the thingy and just get there in the full day without resting. Because I mean, I've burned a couple of spells, but you know, I'm still pretty good.
I mean, me and Cora are
You're
long
on
rest
full.
heroes, so
Sure. Then let's just move for as long as we can, providing there's no problems en route. And sure we'll get there by nightfall, daytime. I don't even know where we're at.
Okay. Make me another survival check, whoever's Oh no, was the survival check once you landed?
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it, for leading the way?
Why,
That's
I
fine.
found
It's the same thing then, really. Yeah, the day's travel is expeditious. Heading downhill helps. It's a notably easier walk than trudging your way up. Yeah.
on my shield.
Rhymefang
Rhymefang pull me.
Rhymefang keeps pace near enough healed next to you, Halvor. Occasionally pulls ahead for a few moments and then just turns back and out of character. Lindsay, but very sort of border collie herding behaviour.
Just running around him.
Yeah.
I will at some point, kind of like during the walk, kind of take some quiet time with Esmeralda, and I say, look, thanks for being willing to stand by me, even though I imagine it was more to do with what I was wanting to do, more than that it was me that was doing it.
You know my past. You know my vocation, my training. If it had killed me and killed us, no better way to go out than trying to sit on a lich. Besides, Vatoroka has been right about a great many other things so far, and it says I will be aiding you in your final confrontation against Strahd. So I wasn't too afraid. And gives like a jokey half smile.
And I return the half smile that is kind of like a concerned kind of, yeah, we think it's bullshit, but it's still right at the moment. Yeah.
The relative who tells you that psychic they went to it, oh, she knew everyone and it all came true. Yeah, of course it fucking did.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting. Like, if we'd have fought Exothanta, would we have won? Because the Taraka? Or was the Taraka right because we didn't fight him? Who knows, right?
Only Madame Eva, I suppose.
How long did you know her for?
don't think she did. She just knew of her, didn't she?
Just knew of her. Oh, she's from the
Yeah,
other Velaki camp.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I know there's not much closeness between your two camps, but I figured you've all spent a lot of time, but you spent all that time away from each other.
Pretty much, yes. I've always heard tell of Madame Eva, but like our journeys have encountered her, have revealed to us, maybe that's because she has not been Eva.
Perhaps. I mean, of the readings she's done, I presume ours isn't the first. How many times have you heard them and they've been right, and how many times have they been wrong?
To have a reading from Eva is a rare thing. Hers have a bit more weight behind them than the prophecies that anybody else can do. I myself have a Taroko deck. It's not as quite. Eva is the real thing. Everything else, anybody else trying is more intuition, more prone to mistakes.
So why keep them? Yourself, that is. I mean, if you know that it's, just for fun, for interest?
Not fun, there's still power in it, but Eva understands that power better than anybody else and is able to make those connections and read them better. I can it because I'm Vistana.
You think you could do my Taraka at some point?
You've already had Ava's reading. What would mine be able to add to that?
A second opinion. Don't sell yourself short.
She gives a little shrug, like here is not the place. But when we get back to the valley, absolutely.
It'd be interesting to see if things have changed.
You've certainly grown in the time I have known you.
I definitely feel like I'm not the person I was when I got here. Better or worse, right?
Everything I've seen has suggested the former. She claps you on the shoulder a little bit as you're going.
Thank you.
You fool!
I try. But bigger picture kind of thing, you know? How does the Taraka work? I don't really know how it works. I'd love it if you'd share that knowledge with me.
It's all about the strands of fate. The threads of fate, sorry. That was my out-of-character mistake. The Taraka grants insight into those threads and each person's destiny, and is said to be able to reflect that in the cards that are dealt. To be honest, that's the extent that I know about it. We're taught not to pry or look into it too much.
Can you teach non-Vistana? I mean, my own abilities, I guess you would call them my own gifts from Lathander, and those I've worshipped before. Give me a similar insight into divination. We would call it augury. I even collected some trinkets to try and help me, but I've not found much use for them while we've been here. It seems like the fates have already been predetermined, but I feel like I already have something of a learning of it. You think you could maybe show me how to read the Taraka? When we have the time, of course.
Maybe a persuasion check. DC 12. Hey, why is it so low?
Because persuasion is charisma, and I am so uncharismatic.
We're not supposed to, really. It is a cultural thing, what little I hold on to of my heritage. I know you are very accomplished, more accomplished than I in the arcane, but it isn't just a case of spell mastery. It is about knowing the culture and understanding those threads of fate. It might be that we need to go through a few different things first to more ready your mind for that.
I would be fine with that. I want to know as much as I can.
Then
If
yes.
you can teach me that, then that
absolutely.
would be...
Some lessons first, hey? Before the difficult stuff.
Sure. That sounds good.
She kind of just pulls her winter clothes up around her neck a little bit and gives you a smile as you keep pace next to each other.
And I feel comforted in the knowledge of those who know things that I don't.
Halvor and Cora. Anything you want to do as you're marching on ahead?
I would be bringing up the rear with Rhyme Fang while Cora goes ahead. I mostly just want to be anxiously checking over my shoulder constantly.
Okay. The snow's sort of getting deeper. On more than one occasion, Ryan Fang just sort of stops next to you for a moment, and then as you sort of proceed, he'll carry on and carry up next to you. But yeah, after an hour or so, he just occasionally kind of shoulder nudges you a little bit.
How high is he? Is he like... his like shoulders at like our shoulder height? He's like that fucking big a dog?
Yes.
He's fucking big dog, man.
He is a big boy.
Fucking Fenrir.
But yeah, okay. You carry on next to each other. After 8 or 9 hours, I won't change the map, but this aurora comes fainter and fainter until the sky begins to look more clouded over it again. And you will come to a point where one of you has to, or multiple, have to pop light spells or torches as that starts to fade and leave you with real night again. But you would see in the distance the pinprick lights of Yedrag. And I think that is a good point for us to leave the session. An interesting, very interesting session. Absolutely loved all the conflict drama. Because it's never just bitchy arguing. It is like the proper existential, and it's got to a point where in the past there have been things that I felt like have just been Cora and Bartandalis arguing on. Just like when we first started, it felt like there were lots of things that were just Halvor's motives pointing fingers at Poe's motives, who was pointing back. But now, this had like near enough three-way arguments tonight about like some pretty big deals. Esmeralda was expressing NPC opinions thrown in it as well.
Yeah, I was like, you shut up, Ez.
It was really, really good. I loved the whole simultaneous actions. It kind of just felt like the phylactery heist was something that was talked about, and I might try it, and then it was just happening, and everyone was like, fuck! The timing of Cora getting slammed in that room, even though it ended up not meaning anything, but the tension of how all that played out was absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
It's good to know you enjoy our stress.
Yeah. I mean, I will be
were just
honest,
like, here we go!
I would like to put big thanks out there to Halvor for his exceptional tea questions, keeping chatting for a bit. Like, fucking hell, I'm about to die! This is where I need a new character!
You basically squeeze an extra round of movement off.
Oh.
Who knew Halvor wanted to know so much about tea?
I just
Fucking
as much as he didn't want to get involved and fight Exothanta, he couldn't just let you get squashed.
Whoa, hold on a minute. Are you saying that Bartan,
Yes.
completely out of character, forced everyone's hand? How dare you? How dare you?
Classic Bartandalas.
I mean, I won't say classic, but I'd say not completely out of character.
Next campaign, you have to play someone shy and retiring.
I'll play the good guy
can't.
next time.
He
For sure.
can't.
But I mean, the thing is, I like the last 3 sessions. I did make it very clear what I was doing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I am going to do this. I am going to do it. I am going to do it. And then, so there's no shock Pikachu. Once I do it, it's like, I said I was doing it, and that's what happened. And it was nice.
Yeah, but there's just no reasoning with you.
I mean, that's very hypocritical coming from Cora.
Hey, did you speak to me and say maybe you shouldn't listen to your dark power? And did I listen to my dark power?
Sure, that's fine. Well done. But I turned around. It's not hypocritical if I turn around and say, like, listen, I am doing what my dark power says because I think it will benefit us all. I don't think you should do what yours says, though.
Yeah.
You don't, because it won't benefit you.
That conversation last week was very, very powerful.
I 100% said it, and I didn't stop you talking to them. I didn't stop Halvor speaking to his. So I didn't stop. But I said I don't think you guys should do it
Really
because
classy, thank you.
because of the demands that might happen, and it might backfire, and it might destroy you.
Oh,
Ditto! Right back at you.
You're not wrong. But,
Yeah, I mean,
but that's the thing that Barton fully accepts.
The
It's
character.
nihilistic. Yeah, he's so like, I fully accept that I am probably not going to win at the end of this, but you guys,
mate.
What?
We're not on our own here.
no, but this
What?
thing is not. You can't take it. I mean, you can take it as because you don't 100% know why I'm doing stuff, but
What you reflects on us as well. You get that, right?
oh yeah, I mean, I completely do, but also it's a fucking lich, so I have no problem doing the dirty on a lich. I don't give a shit if he gives me the great library of Alexander's worth of books. He's still a pretty bad dude. He's worse than Strahd. Okay.
What I find interesting here, Cora, because a lot of the viewers do it, and a lot of the people from the Discord server I'm on for Curse of Strahd has like thousands of people on, literally, and there are about, I'd say, 150 really active users who I recognise day to day by name, and so many people fucking love Exothanta and just hate to see him fucked over. do you really have you found yourself really feeling and rooting for Mr. Bones?
I mean,
Well,
don't get wrong.
that's just a sign of you. Well, that's
There's
just a sign that you've all done a really good job of
Yeah.
getting into the RP with him. It's okay to feel upset that the character's been betrayed. Everyone's putting correct. We all love Mr. Bones. So I feel like the RP from all of you and the decisions that you've all made have all been fantastic and have all been very, very in character. Bartandalas and Alex haven't fucked the group over or betrayed the other players in it. I think he's done exactly what he would do in character. I think you were fantastic, Cora, for how tempted you clearly were, I think, in character and out of the offer of just getting one of your friends back. But I feel like you
how
made...
annoyed she was when you cut her off in the middle of the second time speaking to her.
Oh, and if
I have written a speech, I'll have you know.
well, I'm very, very
the
sorry.
bit that she did get out, I thought was really cool. But,
It was, yeah. But that
apparently
was
there was a whole bunch more that was going to be coming.
in the character of Yeah, that was because he wasn't like, think about how long Zrin Halar and Tenebris have spent grooming those two. No one had reached out to Cora because Cora was very much spoken for on the metaphysical level by the ladies. And it reached out to her once going up the mountain, and then it just tried its hand again when she lost her friend. But it didn't. You weren't that ongoing project the others have, and when it was clear that you weren't interested, it was like, fuck off then. But I didn't know you'd. If I I'm talking about Zadoon. If I had known you had written a speech, I absolutely would have loved to have heard that. So I'm sorry if you were out of character, annoyed by that being cut off. But yeah, you've all been fantastic. I would love to know how, now that it's all done and over with, how did you all find Amber Temple? Because I think you spent 8 or 9 sessions there in the end.
I can't say I wanted to spend that many sessions there, but I did find it overall very cool and incredibly tense.
I think the build up to everything that we've been doing en route and individually with our characters building up, it was very much the climax of how they deal and see each other.
Yeah, I'd agree.
And because there was you think about how many sessions we've had where we've actually not really done anything other than spend 2 hours role playing with each other. For me, that is the sign of, I think, the perfect D&D group, that we are able to do that and it not come away and go, I didn't get to hit anything. For me, I think that's brilliant.
God, I just realised we haven't had a fight in ages.
We've not had a fight for so fucking long, but
I prefer it.
yeah, we've spent so much time in that fucking library. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
but it was the whole like, how do we deal with this that's going on? And like, so from my point of view, it was just every week. It was like, right, how the fuck am I supposed to find this phylactery? Because I've been given this task to do. I've no idea how to do it. And then it's like, okay, this is it, and then then with the rest of you guys, obviously out of character, hearing like, okay, he's making a bad deal here. This is like a deal with a dark power. And then for me having to try and convince you, like, hey guys, come and help me. And like Halvor last week saying like, do you know what? For a second, I was really into it. And then I remembered, shit, he's making a deal with a dark power. It's like, yeah. So for me, this has been the best part of the campaign, but it's taken the rest of the campaign to make this bit so good.
Yeah. And it's come out with the exact opposite of what I expected. I thought you'd be snubbing Tenebris and Halvor would be getting in bed with Zrin Halar here.
As Esmeralda said, he's the good guy.
Yeah.
As I said from day one of making my character, I am not the good guy. I'm not the bad guy.
No.
I'm not the bad. I mean, what have I done?
That remains to be seen.
That does remain to be seen. But the thing is, though, I don't know. I don't know what's necessary. I've not, and never had a direction of what I'm going to do. I've never thought at the last minute I'm going to fuck over the group because that'll be fucking cool. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. I never had any intention of switching my domain from being a grave cleric to being a light cleric. But the shit that happened with the abbot, for me in character, was like, holy shit, this is character defining. And so I spoke to Andy, I was like, can I change over and change my class to being a light cleric? And he was like, sure, it'll have to go for a little while where you're not.
Bloody wizards of the coast stole my gracious ideas and put it in Tasha's.
Why? What did they do?
It's official. It's official. You can swap subclasses now through great effort or quest or cost.
Fair play. And the thing is that they only ever do the stuff that people have been doing for a long time. There's the whole thing with Theros, like, mythic creatures having different stages. Like, people have been doing that for fucking.
Paragon creatures, wasn't it? I used to hear it.
Yeah.
Halvor was very strongly considering, in an effort to try and understand what Bartandalus was about to do, going down, sneaking away, and then talking to Tenebris. How would that have gone? Would Tenebris have even talked to me?
You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Oh, come on. You can tell me that. We're not going to go back now.
Old Steve Rogers? No, I don't think I will.
Fuck you, Steve Rogers.
That was, for me, a fantastic session. I'm kind of
There's a
sad
few
to believe I've loved Amber Temple. I was looking forward to Amber Temple more than Ravenloft, and that's not because any slight against Ravenloft, but like Bartenders just touched on. For me, I was like, holy shit! There are so many threads that all converge at Amber Temple, and it would just be really, really cool to see it all played out. There were places you didn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were places
I'm sure you don't have to tell us specifically.
You didn't
but in
take
terms
anything
of
out of the
quantity
treasury.
of stuff we missed, in terms of maybe items, maybe things we should have asked Exathanta, did we miss like fuckloads of stuff?
I
There were
would
magic
say,
items in the treasury, though. We sent.
yeah, you missed one room, and you missed about 99% of the loot.
Really?
Well, that was always going to be the case, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna leave
that
it
treasury.
behind. Yeah.
Being
That
told not to
treasury.
take it, we wouldn't have taken it. Can I ask, what was that fucking the jug that I picked up? What was it that I had to give back?
It was
A jug of spells. You just poured it into your mouth and learned spell.
any poisonous liquid poured into the ewer is instantly transformed into an equal amount of sweet wine. Furthermore, a creature that grasps the ewer's handle will command the ewer to fill with 1 gallon of wine, and it can't produce any more wine till the next dawn.
Sorry, Halvor.
And, well, not Halvor. The book specifically mentions you can fucking strong arm the Vistani into anything with that.
Really?
Yeah.
They would have been my bitch. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, well. Just Esmeralda all the way down, like, you alright? Yeah. It was, that was good. That was really good. There was definitely points where... Because it's always hard. It's always hard for me as the player to do stuff that I know is obviously going against the group. I know that it is. I know that it is. But in character, with the things that I know and the things that have been said with me and Tenebrous, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
Can I ask, did you... Because I sent the DM a message in this when you guys were having the conversation. Do you guys know that... Because I have mentioned it. I wasn't sure whether I'd mentioned it and you were playing it, or you'd forgot that Exathanta had made a deal with Tenebrous.
Yeah, I thought Lindsay... In that conversation, I was of the understanding that Lindsay knew and remembered that she was just trying to test him on it.
Yeah, I wanted to know if he knew.
If he knew that he'd made the deal with him, okay.
Because he kept changing his own memory, so I wasn't really sure what he...
Where he stood with it.
Yeah, what he thought was going on. Because he said, yeah.
But even his answers, because his answers were so fucking shady, I was like, he knows, but he's picking his words that he's not saying, I have made a deal. It's like, yes, only those with the strongest of wills could navigate such a deal. I'm like, you think a lot of yourself, Exathanta. Okay.
He's got no name, so let's just call him Mr. Bones from now on.
I mean, he's not got his phylactery now, so I wonder what the shit that means.
It means he's coming for you, boy.
Let him come. Mate, I am now like a level 20 deity.
I think that might be an exaggeration.
I'll fucking have you at level 5, Halvor. Wait, what do you mean? I
Once
made the
upon a
character
time.
wrong.
I can have him. If I make a level 5 character wrong, I can definitely take him. It's funny intelligence. I need to work out how many new spells that I get to learn like more spells in.
I didn't think that was a thing in 5e. You said that before. I didn't think your int affected your number of spells. I thought it was just class level.
It's my wizard spells is my level, my intelligence modifier plus my level in wizard. Fucking too right, mate. You've just given me another 2 spells. Look at me. I'm like Exathanta with me extra 2 level 3 spells. Ooh, I'm the dark one.
Well, I am sure that Lindsay probably has work tomorrow.
Don't we all?
Indeed.
So we will wrap up there. Do you want to say goodbye to our viewers?
Can I ask one question before we wrap up?
Of course.
A short one.
How often do you use passives, DM? Because I now have a passive 23 investigation. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's very good to know.
That's all I'm saying. Just passive 23. Just walk around. I just know shit now.
Yeah, my passive
Just do
perception's
shit.
pretty dope.
Yeah,
What's your-
my perception is rubbish. That's 16. But my investigation is 23. My insight is 20. Holy shit! How have I got to that? I mean, that was default because that's not even intelligence. How the fuck have I got 20 insight?
We will investigate. But I will end the stream. Thank you, everyone. Is it
Goodbye,
next?
stream.
Is it next week? But someone can't make. Oh no, it's when I'm having Buddy, isn't it? But you can't make it.
There's probably. I mean, mate, I'm doing nothing but going on holiday like for a while now.
Well, we'll put it in chat if we need to work any days around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stream don't need to know when I'm not in my house so they can break in.
No, it's fine 'cause I'm living in your house. Right, I'll catch you all later. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Night, all.
Yes.